Pasta Vazul, baby.
Come on in.
Well, hello, Screamers. Welcome to the Scream Till You Like It podcast. I hope you're still screaming, and I hope you're starting to like it. So, I am Clint the Nose tonight, because tonight we are speaking all about the senses. And Nicole, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming by.
Sure.
I was getting worried I wouldn't have anybody to talk to.
I'm always here.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. More than you know. But yeah, we had talked about this previously. Oh, wait, hold on a second here. We got Joe. This is Joe. Good evening. Good evening, Joe. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. So we had talked previously about this. And in fact, I think you gave me this idea. This came from somewhere in the ether, some folks that perhaps you know, who were giving you ideas for these hangouts, and this one came up. I think it's a good idea. I like it. Movies that involve the five senses, one or more. And that's interesting when you think about it. It's like, clearly there's easy ways to do. Oh, hold on a second. Abby.
Hi. Looks like your kid was saying hi to me too.
Yep, she's here. She's saying hi. We were just talking about the subject at hand, which of course is five senses. I called it five senses of death, but I mean,
I didn't even see.
Well, in fairness,
so does the sixth sense not count?
You know, I'm not going to rule it out. I mean,
maybe after 9 o'clock,
we may be able to. Yeah, well, that won't be long. We may be able to include a sixth sense if anybody would like to do that. I certainly. We'll just say that I'll reserve veto power, but I'm not ruling anything out right now.
I don't have that much today.
I'll be like, no, we cannot talk about, whatever movie, right. So, no, I was just explaining that, like, we all know movies that deal specifically with sight, and hearing. Those are, in my opinion, those are the two, like, big ones that is easy to do on film, but there are,
I have a couple taste ones in there.
3 other ones. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's like touch is a difficult one. I would think smell is somehow not as easy to portray on film as some of the other ones, and taste. I think that there's some opportunity for us to explore here. And we got Ola chiming in. Hello. What's going on?
Hey, babe.
What's going on? Yeah. So anyhow, I did want to lay out some basic ground rules. They're not really rules. I have a tendency to focus on horror or thriller or something of the like. But I'm not going to confine you to that. I mean, I'm technically not strictly a horror podcast anymore. Just a movie podcast. So if you can think of any genre of film that you feel qualifies for this, I'm willing to entertain that and say that it's good. Yeah. So that's about all I have to throw in on that.
Cool.
Any thoughts on the subject yourselves?
Well, now that you added not horror. I can think of one or two others that would fit. So
Yeah. I'm also fine with like if you're struggling with a movie that's basically themed on that. I'm also fine with a scene. You know what I mean?
I have a few of those for after 9. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because it's like there's many movies out there that basically don't have a theme of such, but may have a scene that's very impactful that includes one or more of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, one comes to mind, a movie I have not seen, but you and Ryan both have seen it, and it came up during one of our discussions on the Amityville retrospective. Oh, that's where you were talking about the Australian guy who cuts candy, but
yes, Inside.
And some police officer who for some reason wanted to turn lights on.
Found the light switch with no problem, but he had no eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, I'm just gonna let it sit right there. I don't know if my list is exceptionally long. I did try to separate this by category. Some of them kind of cross over into more than one category, which I think is one of the fun and interesting things about this. I did the same thing that I did last time, and that is I tried a couple of movies that I had not yet tried. And I'd have to say this time my results were pretty good.
Good.
So I know last time I had a few where I was like, don't waste your time, but this is not one of those days. So anyhow.
I think it's a great topic. I did struggle. coming up with a list. Because I don't like to Google right away. I try to
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, you think
come up with
about
them.
what's
Exactly. And it was Jim's idea. When you were talking about where the idea, yeah, this one was one of Jim's. And
that's right.
But I do have a decent sized list.
Oh, well,
probably
good.
very similar to everyone else.
Well, that might be.
But it's good there. Yeah.
I think we might have one or two on here that we could surprise each other with.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. So did you want to kick it off?
Sure. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go, and this is also promotional because the third one is coming out soon. I'm going with A Quiet Place.
Oh, A Quiet Place.
Yes.
I'm sure that's on everyone's list as well because it's really good.
Indeed it is.
First 10 minutes of the original movie is traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a great cast. It's such a great movie. John Krasinski. This is the first time I've seen him outside of anything.
Office-wise.
I mean, like The Office.
Yeah. Yeah, and he turned it out.
He was surprisingly good.
Yeah, and the first one we don't get an explanation for anything. We just know that there are monsters that hunt by sound.
Right.
And this family is living underground in this home that they've created. Their daughter happens to be deaf, so they can all speak sign language, which is a huge asset for them.
Oh, sure.
And first 15 minutes of the movie, the youngest child fucking gets eaten.
Yeah.
Puts the batteries in the toy and it makes noise, and it was very reminiscent of Pet Sematary when Louis Creed was running to try and get Gage out of the road, and John Krasinski is running trying to catch his kid, and the monsters. It was just a split second. The monsters got him.
It's a great scene.
That's a fantastic scene.
And the movie is so good to see in the theaters. I don't know if you guys got to see it when it was in the theaters.
No.
But it is like you wouldn't even chew your popcorn because it was so silent at parts.
Exactly.
Every time I kept popcorn in my mouth and wouldn't chew because it was too loud in my head.
That's exactly what it was, because the whole movie is quiet.
Oh.
They can't make any sounds, The little girl who plays their daughter is in reality deaf.
Yeah.
And she taught everybody sign language.
You just broke away.
And it was just such a good movie. I cried. And part 2 was very good, and part 3 is coming out soon.
I'm excited for part 3 too.
I'm very excited for part 3. Really excited.
Yeah. Let me handle this question real quick. Did you guys stop Facebook streaming? No. Unfortunately, StreamYard does not support Facebook groups anymore. So I cannot stream directly to the Scream Until You Like It Facebook page, for that matter. So I do have it streaming to my personal page.
I put it on Scream. Yeah. I put the YouTube link on Scream.
Yeah, YouTube is the easiest way to get us streaming now. So until something changes with StreamYard, currently that's kind of the way I have to do it. I might choose another platform at some point here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're getting sucky.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I mean, I'll continue to do it on Facebook.
Right.
But I'm wondering if I should try another one like Twitch, or maybe try to do like Instagram Live or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what a good popular platform would be to continue streaming these things. I mean, you could do Twitter, but I mean, it's a bunch of
No
people
one
who
wants
drop
to
Twitter.
do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch of people drop that, so I'm just not sure
Well,
where
it's
to
not
go.
even Twitter anymore, is it? Can't
No,
even
it's
call it
X. It's X.
It's Elon Musk land.
Yeah. He said, by the way, it's Kyler. Thank you.
Hey, Kyler. I didn't know who that was.
I knew I had to know who you were. Thanks. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Yeah. So A Quiet Place, huh?
Yes.
that. Good movie.
I remember that movie well. I don't know if I watched the second one or not. And now we're getting ready to have a third one. Is the second one worth it?
Second one is
Good.
a direct sequel. They show a little bit of a prequel when the monsters first come, but
Yeah.
now the third one that's coming out is a
Is
big prequel. It's
yeah.
it
How it
happens in New York
happens.
City, and what's his name is in it, and I can never remember how to say his name.
Cillian Murphy.
No,
Well, he was in the second one.
Jamon. No, he's in this one too. I think
Oh yeah.
he is.
Oh.
Fuck. Hang on.
Oh, DJI.
Jamon. It's pronounced.
I can picture his face, but it's like I always call him Juman.
Yeah, his first name
Juman.
is so hard to pronounce. Hang on.
Huh.
Quiet Place.
Yeah, I remember the first one. I seem to recall like a
Childbirth scene was hard.
or a nail on a
God.
stair.
Oh,
Yeah.
that hurt me.
That's on a nail on a stair and couldn't fucking make a sound.
Because everybody knows when you scream curses, it hurts less.
Yeah, but not only that, but fuck the nail. She had to give birth naturally in a bathtub
And not make a
quietly.
sound.
Quietly. Impossible.
And then the baby can't cry.
Yeah,
because-
Right.
they can't have the baby crying. Like, and
Oh,
yeah, in part
so
2, they had to carry it in like this homemade bassinet with a lid and an oxygen tank, so it couldn't,
so it could be
you couldn't hear
soundproof.
it, so it could be soundproof.
Wow.
Holy
So
crap!
crazy.
Puts the baby
Yeah.
in the box.
That's so
That's
crazy.
not okay.
Yep.
Oh, here's a fun story. Someone farted during the first one when I watched it in theaters. Well, I guess it wasn't a quiet place in the theater.
A
And
silent
no-
but deadly.
Eh.
Ah.
Jaman Hunsao.
Unsao, yes.
Hunsao.
That guy.
Wow.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's not him. There.
What
That's
a
not
name.
him.
What a
Yeah.
name. Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, he's one of those actors like you know.
Yeah.
him
You
from
know his
somewhere.
face. You've seen him 1,000 times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
I think
I
the
like
first
him a
time
lot.
I saw him was in the movie Gladiator. He was one of the gladiators.
mhm.
Clearly.
he's been in so much,
Yeah.
and he's just I would climb him like a tree. Jesus
Ah!
Christ. Sorry, but he's just I love him, and he's
Yeah.
going to be in this new Quiet Place.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
Oh, any more on the Quiet Place? I feel this is a good start to it.
It's a great movie.
It is a great
Fantastic movie.
Such an interesting idea. Did we ever figure out what those creatures were?
We're gonna find out at part 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
We know they're
a,
aliens.
yeah.
Okay.
That's about all we know.
It's kind of what I was thinking,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
because
I
Um,
believe they came from the stars. You find out in the second one. Like I think you watch them fall to Earth.
Yeah.
So at least we know they're not like underground,
yeah.
nether
Or-
demons or whatever. But I don't think we know anything more than that. And
It's-
Yeah.
and it's
But-
not some like supernatural thing or
Yeah, I
no,
don't
no,
think
it's
so. I
they
think
actually
everything
fall
is-
from the sky. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's kind of a cooler idea in my opinion. I don't know. The it seems more believable
plausible
in a sense.
for the world's end. Plausible.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what do we got here? The third one is supposed to have a bigger and new type of monster, maybe a queen that reproduces.
Ooh, that'll be
Oh,
put a little aliens in there and
Yeah,
we're
right?
good.
yeah, have a
That'll
queen
get Clint
alien
to the theater.
with an egg sack. Who doesn't want that? Oh, anyhow, Abby, what
Yes, Mark.
sense would you like to tackle?
So I think my first one is going to be a personal favorite movie of mine. And it actually covers two of the senses. So convenient. The movie is Hush, Mike Flanagan's beautiful movie with the deaf mute writer who's, in her house alone in the woods, and madness ensues when a masked killer decides to come and torment her, realizes she's deaf, and just likes to fuck with her. I mean, it's great. I'm sure you've all seen this movie. I know Nicole has. Clint, you've seen it, right?
Oh God. Come on.
Maybe.
Wait, for
Maybe
real?
not.
Oh, Clint, this is one of my favorite movies. Like, no joke.
I've been told about this one before.
I probably told
You
you
have
about
not
this
seen it.
No, I have not.
one. Okay. Yeah, that needs to move to the top, my friend. It was the first movie I ever saw from him, from Mike Flanagan. And I have a Mike Flanagan obsession,
Oh yeah.
primarily based on starting with this movie.
Yeah.
She's it's Mike Flanagan, so all the actors that you know from all the other shows and movies are going to be in there.
Mhm. Lips.
Ooh.
What's her name?
Kate.
The one that we hate in
Oh,
Midnight
in-
Mass. We love in this because she's just like the neighbor
Yes.
best friend. But anyway, so she's alone in the house, and I like the things they do when they deal with a deaf character. Something as simple as she walks outside while she's cooking and talks to her neighbor, and the oven catches on fire. So yes, there's a blaring noise, but it's also this bright flashing light and everything else. You see the way she lives, but you also see when this man is like knocking on the window because he wants her to see him.
Yeah.
He wants the fear. And I don't want to give too much away, but there's like this part where he just like basically writes all these things on her window that he knows she's saying in her head. Well, that's beauty. Clint's like right in my face. But sir, I must insist you watch this movie.
Yes.
Like tonight.
Okay.
Highly recommend. Amazing, amazing movie.
It's just so well done.
terrifying.
But I don't want to give away all the wonderful things that
Oh well, I
she's
mean,
very resilient and smart. She's a writer. She's smart.
okay.
Mhm.
But it's not like one of those, I'm so smart, I could take this guy on. You're like, I'm 12 pounds soaking wet. She knows her limitations, but she utilizes her limitations and makes it work for her.
Yes. Kate Siegel's fantastic. I love her.
She's amazing and she's stunning.
She's gorgeous.
So I highly recommend it.
Yeah, that is one that has been kind of on the back burner for me for a while.
Yeah, you need to
I
pull
have
that trigger.
I have no excuses.
The mask also really freaks me out. It's a totally simple, just white-faced mask, but there's something so creepy about the
Mhm.
zero expression.
Like Buckethead came by the house.
Like Buckethead came by the house wearing a Scully cap. It's like
Yeah, he took the bucket off and stuck a Scully on. Gotcha.
exactly. But yeah, super creepy. Well done. Good. You really don't know how it's going to end. Like you have the edge of your seat in a lot of parts. So
Mhm.
Gotcha.
do it.
Gotcha. Well, definitely. Yep. Are you gonna wave? Everybody's here. Hi. Yeah. Ah,
Is that a
well,
wand?
it's a pencil.
Oh.
Somehow it looks like the eraser got bit off of this one, but she
That
has,
wasn't me.
she still has some eraser on the one that she's got. So she's trying to erase all of my notes, but thankfully I wrote those in pen. So that's not working at the moment. Anyhow, I was not aware of this movie before. I don't know if either of you were. This is one of those where I essentially tried this movie for the first time today. This has to do with the sense of smell. It was called Perfume, a story of a murderer.
I saw it listed online. You actually watched it?
I did watch it.
Was it good?
It was very good.
Yeah. All right, I'm adding it.
The what I have to say about it is your biggest struggle is going to be how long it is.
Oh, 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Oh my lord! It took
But it's got
half
Alan
the day
Rickman
for me to
in
watch it.
So
Yeah,
I'm in.
this forget what year it was. 2014,
2006.
2006? Oh, 2006 is that? Okay. Okay. It did something that I don't necessarily care for in movies most of the time. Like I get bothered when there is an incredible amount of narration in a movie. Like so many movies have been ruined for me with narration. But I didn't mind this. It did happen throughout the film. And you'll be pleased to know that the narration was done by none other than Mr. John Hurt.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
So you've got Alan Rickman, Dustin Hoffman, John Hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this cast, like, holy shit.
Right.
I mean, Alan Rickman has me. I'll watch it. I will guarantee watch it.
And we totally slept on this movie. It's like
Yeah, what was this?
I didn't know that this existed until I started looking into this topic. And honestly, my wife saw it on a list and suggested it to me. So I found it on Pluto. I don't know where else you can find it, but
It's only free on Pluto. Otherwise, you can rent it on Prime, according to the interwebs.
Right. So, not to give you too much other than the basic synopsis of the film, it follows the life of a young man who was born under some very poor and filthy and foul circumstances, and his gift is just having like an incredible sense of smell, and he explores that. Like they kind of like do his origin, like from his birth, into his adolescent and into his adulthood, him discovering just his ability to smell things, and like including like holding like dead rats up to his face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like just taking like these huge like breaths of it, and then they do like the whole like internal camera thing and show you like the maggots inside the rat. You know what I mean?
No.
So like he's able to smell everything, and he makes this claim at one point in the movie that he knows what everything in the world smells like.
When I did chemotherapy, I was on so many different medications that I thought for sure I was going to get a superpower.
Oh, okay.
And my superpower was super smell. Like everything smelled so much stronger. And I can tell you from just that experience, that is a very bad superpower for this man to have. I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
I have to agree with Abby because that can happen when you're pregnant too. Your senses, and that happened with my sense of smell. Everything was just so much stronger, and it was the dumbest things that would make me sick from it. Like the smell was so strong, I would get nauseous.
Yeah. This guy totally embraced it though. yeah, his beginnings were terrible. He was orphaned almost immediately. And it seemed like every person's life that he touched went to hell. You know what I mean? Like the moment he touched it, and they did that throughout the movie, showing terrible things that happened to people that just like shared a space and time with him. You know what I mean? As soon as he left, it's like they're dead. You know what I mean? But he managed to like get sold from an orphanage to like a tannery, and he worked in this tannery.
Child labor. Let's
Oh, it was awful. But he somehow outlived the life expectancy of child labor in the tannery, and he was like granted like different like privileges, like, okay, we're going to take these things to the town now, and you're coming with me, that type of thing. He managed to like catch a like a whiff of a young lady who her smell was just like intoxicating, right? So he followed her and like creeped her the fuck out.
That would creep me out too.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Like,
smell much different when you're awake.
yeah, that type of thing. Yeah. And
Your face when you said that.
yeah. And he was so obsessed by this, he ended up killing her.
Sniffing her to death?
No, not quite.
Okay.
Trying to keep her from screaming.
Oh,
That
I had
type
a
of
nickel for every time I did that.
thing. Yeah, right. So ultimately, he made his way as an apprentice to a perfumer.
Okay.
And this became like his life's work, his life's obsession. I mean, and I just want to say that there is a progression to this movie. There is a reason why it's 2.5 hours long.
It looks like it gets dark.
It gets absolutely fucking bonkers by the end.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I mean, it's crazy. The ending
It got
itself
7.5
yeah.
on IMDb is hard to do because they're not usually.
Yeah. The ending is almost literally insane. But I would definitely recommend it. I was shocked. I was shocked that it grabbed my attention in the first 5 minutes.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah. So
added to the list.
Take your chances. I think at least one of the two of you will like it.
It's Alan Rickman. What's not to like?
Right. Yeah.
He's never done a bad movie.
You completely understand his character when you see him, and you completely sympathize with him at the same time. His role is fantastic in that movie. Yeah. So cool. You will not be disappointed. Yeah. Yet again, you will not be disappointed by Alan Rickman.
Never.
I think I'll just leave it there.
It's on the list.
Excuse me.
All righty.
Back to you.
My next one, I'm going to go. This was a little bit of a controversial movie. Just some people liked it. Some people thought it was absolute crap. But I'm going with the Sense of Touch on this one. And I'm going with It Follows.
That is actually on my list.
Yeah, mine too.
Some people like this stuff. I enjoyed it. I did. I thought it was creepy. The practical effects, there was like hardly any makeup or anything. It was just people, but the way they filmed them and portrayed them and had them just walking, it was creepy as fuck, and if they touch you, you die.
Yeah.
And it's STD and killer STD.
Supernatural STD.
Yep. Yeah. Supernatural STD.
This movie does get dumped on. I like this movie.
I do too.
I'm torn on this movie, honestly. I feel like visually this is a stellar movie. The opening of this movie is better than almost any other movie there is.
Yeah.
by the end, I wanted to slap these people so fucking hard. And I got so mad at the way they ended it, just ended it.
Uh-huh.
But I keep going back to it because I don't know what I hated about it. I think I just wanted to slap them silly. Like from the pool scene on, I kind of wanted to kill them all. Yet when I think
Pool scene
back
was rough.
to specific
was.
scenes, I'm like, that was amazing. Like the guy lumbering through the door, or
That
the
scared the
old
shit out of
naked
me.
grandpa on the roof. Like there, and honestly, the beach scene at the
Yeah, what the
beginning.
fuck was with the old naked guy on the roof? I mean,
I think it was supposed to be her grandfather, because he's like in a picture with his clothes on in the house or something. I remember reading something about that once, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know. So I
When-
don't understand why I don't like this movie, because I it all points to the fact that it's a great movie and I should like it. Maybe I just have to stop watching it when they get to the pool and I'll like it more.
It's the ending. The ending kind of takes a shit, but
It just pissed me off because they started it with the end. You know how it's going to happen. Well, you know what's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to happen. And again, they didn't even have to show the whole thing, but just give me something. Don't just trail off with, you're walking down the street and the movie ends. But like I said, visually, fantastic movie.
that scene when she's tied to the wheelchair and that naked woman is just getting closer and
That's
closer and closer.
creepy. as fuck.
Because there's really not a lot of gore. There isn't.
No.
It's the
I don't think
biggest
there's
gore
any
is
gore.
the opening when the girl's all twisted up on the beach. That's about it.
Yeah,
The leg goes not supposed to go that
their
way.
leg bent the wrong way.
What
Yeah.
is that? That's not supposed to go that way.
When they're at the beach and she's hiding in the garden shed or whatever it was, and it's just the whole thing. The whole movie was creepy. It was fantastic. Again, no real big special effects. But
Right.
that tall guy coming through the door, I peed.
Scary as fuck.
Like it scared the shit out of me. And I do, like you said, Abby, I like this movie, but after the pool scene, it's like,
Yeah, like I said, if I stop watching then, I think that I don't know why it pisses me off so much. I should be able to get over it, but I just
'Cause
get
it's
mad at that
stupid.
movie. Get mad.
It pisses me off because it's impossible.
everything is impossible until someone does it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Throw a TV into some water and see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
here we go with the electrical.
That's what I'm saying. It's like immediately the TV will stop working, and if it doesn't right away, it will trip the freaking circuit breaker. For God's sake. The hell these people think they're doing.
Now, what you need is a toaster.
I bet you'd really despise it if there was a garbage disposal.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm telling you. It's like if they wanted me to believe all this, they needed to show me also them prepping by bypassing all of the safety measures that are in place in the building that they've chosen. They're like, oh, let's let's take the fuses out of this disconnect and let's put some steel bars in
Do they
there.
have a forklift license? I don't think so.
Exactly. What do they know?
What do they know?
They can't fight a Canadian goose.
That's right. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Canadian geese.
I
Fucking hissing cobra chickens.
still can't. Oh my.
Funny. I did that in like 5 minutes. That whole meme thing.
I was at a terrible play last night during intermission. I was like waiting to kill myself, and I was looking through my Facebook, and the meme came up. And my mom and her friends are all like, "Oh," but then I had to show her what the meme was and try to explain. And I was like, "Nah, it's too much to explain. Just
Yeah, it's too much
ogle the
to
poor
explain.
boy and let's leave it alone." So, we got ogled by some 70-year-olds, but hey,
Oh, hey, you got to start somewhere.
got to
you know.
start in the cute. So, just saying.
That's funny. All right. Yeah, okay. So it follows.
It follows, yeah.
So
It follows.
so we have two who like this one who's on the fence.
One who
all right.
wants to like it very much. It's like the
gotcha.
salmon of my life. I want to like it. I just cannot.
You don't have to want to like it. You can just
I want to like it because it's on every list everywhere for like the greatest horror movie,
Yeah.
and I get so mad. But
Oh, but we have people in our own group who hate this thing.
It's not one of the greatest horror movies, but it's enjoyable.
Right. You know, in fact, maybe one or two of them might show up soon. They're like,
I hope so.
Follows, that movie sucks, you know. I expect that out of Adam. You know what I mean?
And if you want Ryan's opinion, just do the exact opposite of me.
Right.
9.5 out of 10 times. But that 0.5%, I'm always like, what?
Yep.
Because then I usually disagree with both of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, you're
funny.
like, holy shit, we agree on something? Did some planets just align? Is
Well,
Mercury
yeah,
retrograde?
usually
What's
that's like one of
happening
the
right now?
signs of the
Why?
apocalypse. Like a seal just broke somewhere. We're
Gonna be a
one step
tsunami.
closer to like the seventh sign or something.
Yep.
Oh.
Ryan and I agreed. That means frogs are going to be falling from the sky, you know?
Yeah, of course. Of course. All
Okay.
right, Abby, I think we are back to you.
So let's go with 2008 movie The Eye with Jessica Alba. Has anybody seen said movie?
I've not.
I have not either.
I've heard of
Okay, so basically, when she's a kid, she's accidentally, oh no, she was an adult. She accidentally gets blinded by her sister. Oh, when she was 5. Okay. She's a violinist, beautiful Jessica Alba, whatever. She says she gets a cornea transplant.
Oh.
And then, of course, that means now she can see dead people.
Oh, of course.
Mm.
Because, you know, when you get cornea transplant, you get a dead person's corneas. And now she sees the dead people's.
Wow.
But it's not a terrible movie. It's a remake of I want to say a Japanese movie. But it could be Korean. I don't want to racist it, but I think it's Japanese. But anyway, it's you know, she stumbles around, she does the thing, she sees the dead people, she tries to solve crimes and not get killed. So and then she needs to find out whose eyes they were to kind of like make whatever's happening stop.
Why does this sound familiar?
It sounds like Body Parts.
I was going to say, there must be another movie that has a similar theme to it.
I mean, it's an older movie. It's like, is it 2008? Maybe I saw it on like a Saturday afternoon, or it could just be that it's, you know, not a super original concept, I suppose. Didn't they do that in oh, you said Body Parts.
Body Parts with Jeff. He gets the arm of the
serial killer.
Yeah, and it starts killing people. Yeah,
I love that.
Nice.
That's Carpenter, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm. Oh my God, I'm flashing. I'm so sorry. Whew. I cannot regulate my temperature today at all.
It's so bad. It is. It's just fucking awful.
Like 90 here today, and I'm
Florida, eh?
Yeah,
90. It's like 45 here right now. Fucking raining and turned right back into November.
I'm okay with that. I
I
can't
am
wait for
too.
it to
I'm
drop
actually
again.
not complaining.
And we have Cinco de Mayo pool party tomorrow here at the
nice
festivities. So
that sounds very nice.
Excellent. All right. Well, The Eye. I'm not saying it's one like The Hush where you have to go watch it immediately. But if you're bored and you're like, hey, that's on, maybe watch it. It's okay. And she's
Jessica
pretty.
Alba with some possessed eyes.
Yeah. I mean, playing the violin, being all pretty. So.
Oh.
As she does.
Seems like a theme.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, if you get eye problems, apparently you're also in an orchestra. Well,
because you have your other senses take over, so your sense of sound and touch and
yes, you're very in tune with the instrument.
Exactly.
I gotcha. I wish I could learn to play the bass like that. I'll just wear a blindfold.
Fine, I'm putting away.
Next thing you know,
Did she say she's running away?
I don't know.
I'm running away. Don't forget your teddy bear.
Oh, you gotta. I'm sorry. Did you want me to read the book? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to mute the mic then in a second. So give me a minute.
All right. Well, it's your turn. You could go real fast. We'll talk about it. You can read the
That's
mic, read the book, and then
right.
Nicole will go. And I'll...
Right. I'm gonna go with sense of taste.
Mhm.
I watched a movie. I finished it just before I got on here. It is simply called Eat.
Oh, that's not familiar.
You can find that on Tubi.
Of course. You can.
Yes. So you don't have to do anything crazy to see this movie. It is for free out there if you'd like to watch it. This woman who is a struggling actress, for whatever reason, when she deals with a lot of stress or she's very upset, she bites her nails. And ultimately this progresses and gets
Doesn't
a little
stop
bit worse
there.
to where she starts biting her actual hand and wrist, and later on in the film I'll say her foot, and it gets pretty crazy, and I would have to say that the effects are a little gross. So if you are squeamish about people's fingers and wrists and arms, ankles, toes, whatever, this might not be great for you to look at.
The picture just came up of her biting her own foot.
I'm squeamish about people eating gross things, so this might not be the best for me.
Yeah, well, we'll say that she does perhaps consume small bits of herself, and it's just apparently the life of a struggling actress. Of course, one of her friends who tries to be supportive of her, but who is kind of just
eat her friend,
a little bit of an evil person. They end up at bars quite often, basically leading men on in order to get free drinks and stuff like that. And then there is a scene where her friend has to get really aggressive with some dudes. It's not a bad time. So I mean, it's low budget. I believe, just looking at the way it's shot, and the small amount of actors that are in it, but overall pretty well done. So you might like it. I don't want to give too much away.
I'm in.
All right, cool.
I am probably not.
Gory.
Just for the eating gross things, I can't handle that.
Yeah, you might have a rough time with that.
I'm sitting here looking at the rest of my dinner going, oh God, I'm not really hungry anymore.
I was okay. I was okay until the toes. Then I was like, what is happening here?
What's with the toes?
I was okay.
I don't think I could bite my hand anymore. I used to be a lot more limber. I don't know that I could actually physically get my foot to my mouth.
They must have had, they must have had to been really careful about who they cast. It was like, we need somebody to get their foot up to their face.
I mean, when I was young, I could get my feet behind my head. Made it very popular, but now, I don't think I could do. Lucky I can tie my own shoes.
That sounds rough.
Usually takes.
But
me
as soon as I'm off camera,
stop
I'm
on.
just gonna see if I can get my foot up to my.
Yeah, you're like.
So if I fall and I can't get up, just
you're like, can I still chew my own toenails?
Sorry.
I can tell you, this little one back here can.
Oh God!
It's disgusting. I tell her stop it all the time. Anyhow.
All right. I like
it. Nicole, I think we'll move on to you.
All right. My next one, I'm going to go with one that I didn't love it the first time I saw it, but after watching it a few times, I fell in love with it, and now I can watch it anytime. I'm going with Bird Box.
Oh,
that's on my list too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing Clint didn't see it, by the way. His reaction is
no. It's Sandra Bullock. Who gives a shit? Ryan,
Come on.
Well,
Hi,
Well, that never
Brian.
had any right theory, to be honest with you.
I'm sorry. Tell me why you liked Bird Box.
I love Bird Box. It's about this thing that cannot be seen, and it comes on. Sandra Bullock plays this artist who's pregnant, and her sister, who is not in the movie long, surprisingly, played by what's her name
Sarah
from American Heart?
Paulson.
Thank you. And it's about this thing that this creature of some kind. We never find out fully what it is. But if you
Because the
look
minute
at
you
it,
see it, you kill yourself.
yeah, you kill yourself. You cause yourself harm. You see things that aren't there, and you kill yourself.
Huh.
And she gets stuck in a house with a bunch of other people. John Malkovich was in it. He's fucking fantastic. And they have the windows all boarded up and all this. And the people who can survive it are the mentally ill ones. The
Ah,
people who are completely like, there's a circuit missing, are the ones that are okay looking at it without anything happening to them. And she eventually has her child, so now she's got to protect, these kids, and it's a fantastic. I really love this movie.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't she just name them like boy and girl because
Yes.
she doesn't want to get attached to these children?
Yes,
And
because
Pruitt
she's
Taylor
worried.
Vince is in this movie.
He is at the very end, but he is in it. Yes,
Mhm. I love
and
it.
she does name them in the end. So it's
That's right. Once
yeah.
everyone's. I just remember like boy and girl.
Yep, boy and girl were their names,
Boy.
and
Boy.
I
and
was
she
gonna-
she's not a mom. She's basically a survival coach, like to these kids. She's not affectionate. She loves them dearly, but she doesn't want to get attached, and she
'Cause
doesn't
everybody
want
died.
them to get attached to her in case something happens.
I was gonna go with thing 1 and thing 2. but
Yeah,
All right.
But boy and girl works just as well.
boy and girl were
Yeah.
just, fucking
That's
frack.
right.
Ryan, have you seen Bird Box?
Yeah. Is okay.
See?
I didn't hate it. I
You
did
didn't
not
hate
hate it.
it.
It held my attention throughout. It set up this amazing world, and they're doing all this cool stuff at first, like they're using the GPS in the car and all that cool stuff. And I was digging that, and then unfortunately, like you're getting it kind of does the back and forth, like modern
Yeah.
times. This has already happened.
Yeah.
But the bulk of the movie is Sandra Bullock on a boat. I was getting Speed 2 flashbacks.
And that
Cruise
wasn't even the bulk of
control.
the movie. It was like 15 minutes.
It felt like the bulk of the movie. Oh god.
You were waiting for her to lead the children and row your boat.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed it. I thought it kept my interest.
Me too.
I like the beginning part where everything just goes to shit and people are like
Yeah.
slamming their heads against windows and what is it?
Oh, Joe.
What'd you say?
Name the kids dead and meat.
It was close, but you know,
yeah.
yeah. Well, if no one else has anything to say about the Bird Box,
I have very little to say about Bird Box.
They're making a sequel to it, eh?
are they?
Are they?
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just announced a couple months ago, I think.
Huh.
Ooh.
But yeah, like
Ooh.
okay, screw that noise.
Is it bird? Is it Bird Cage?
There we go.
That's a completely different movie.
Oh,
Sir.
oh, okay.
I'm in my
Wow.
closet again, if you can't tell.
Good Lord, it's bright in there now.
Quite bright, yes, because he's
Yes.
having issues.
Wow.
Yeah. Are you
Well,
in?
I'm
in
going
he-
to
I
take
mean,
a
you in heaven?
page.
I still haven't fixed up.
There's actually Bird Box Barcelona on Netflix, apparently. It
Really?
came out last year.
Really?
Oh, did they already come out with it?
They have dogs blindfolded too. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no!
I gotta watch this.
I might have
Bird
to
Box
take a look at this one.
Barcelona. Yeah, I guess it is
Yeah.
already out. But she's okay, so she's not in it. Nobody
Nobody from the
nobody's in
original's
it that was in the first one, but unless boy and girl grow up and maybe that's what we're talking
And go to
about.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because happens.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, if you're going to go anywhere, you want to keep your eyes closed. I'm sure Barcelona is the place to go.
How would you
Oh,
get there
maybe.
blindfolded?
I mean, I
Oh.
would get nowhere blindfolded well.
I
don't
wouldn't
see
either.
well if
I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
make it out of
walk
my
this-
bedroom.
All right. Well, my next pick, I'm gonna take a page out of Clint's book. and
Oh,
go
yeah?
For taste.
Ah,
Because there's not that many of them. I do have a couple of taste on my list, but this one, actually, I have to thank Google for it because I actually didn't even think about it. But have you ever seen the movie Fresh
no.
with Sebastian Stan,
Mm-mm.
Bucky, what's his name from Marvel?
I love Bucky.
Okay.
So
Fuck Bucky.
basically, this woman, she quits the dating apps and she just like accidentally meets the perfect guy and goes away with him for a romantic weekend, and she finds that he has particular tastes about him
Oh.
and he enjoys his meat fresh. So
Oh, interesting.
he basically cuts off pieces of her while keeping her captive, and she's delicious.
Oh my.
My goodness.
But it is a good movie. It's highly recommended. If you have Hulu, it's on Hulu now.
It's like
And he's adorable. I mean, he's just a good-looking
Oh,
guy.
he's fantastic.
She is Daisy Edgar Jones. I know her from something, but
I
I,
know
don't
that name.
yeah.
But,
So he likes human tartar, huh?
I feel like at one point he cut off a butt cheek from her. Like,
Oh,
she was
goodness gracious.
yeah, I could be making that up, but I don't think I am. I think that happened. It just came out in like 22. It was one of those made for Hulu movies, but it's just a lot of fun. It's a good, not overly bloody per se, because he's a perfectionist, but well done. Well
Nice.
done. Speaking of, I just added another one to my list thinking about that.
Joe says, Jesus, I saw the second Bird Box and forgot all about it for what it's worth.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that my opinion and Joe's opinion are a lot like mine and Ryan's. So
Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
we can neither confirm nor deny this,
yeah.
but you could be correct.
So fresh.
Fresh. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll really like it.
That sounds interesting. Made me think of another movie. So, but I'll save that.
But I'll say that.
Yeah. Ryan,
Oh,
how are you? Would you like to choose a
Great.
sense and tell us your pick?
so what is sound? It's sense of sound, right?
Well, it's any
Sense
of the
of hearing?
5 senses. So
Yeah, sound is a sense, though, right?
Yes, it
course.
is a sense.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was sense of hearing or sense of sound. I,
mean,
guess
it's
it's
the same thing.
interchangeable.
Either.
10 apples up
Yeah,
to
Anyway.
the top.
I'm going with
sense of humor. No,
sense of humor.
no, that's not one of them. Go ahead.
I'm going with Tremors.
Tremors.
Yes.
So I saw that on the internet. I didn't add it
Yeah.
to my list, but I approve of this message.
I love Tremors.
So, is that technically sound?
Well, they
Or is
hear the
that
vibration
technically
in the
sense of
ground.
touch?
Well, no, but they're hearing the vibrations,
Are
and
they-
that's how they
feeling
attack.
them.
or are they feeling them?
They don't have any ears, so that would be
But
Well, they
both count,
well, they
whether
don't
it's
have
sound or
eyes.
touch.
Yeah,
They're both
we know
senses,
that.
so they both
yeah,
count.
absolutely. Hmm.
Brian
I can go with
goes-
Tremors, too.
there it is.
Those guys see infrared or heat.
Yeah, they
Is
see
that a
heat.
sense?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's light,
no.
yeah.
No, I think you're onto something. Yeah.
Well,
they,
sound is just vibration. It's
Right.
just our ears pick it up.
right.
Right.
Yeah. So it probably is. It probably is sound. I was just playing devil's advocate there.
It's just
And that's what I have on.
Ah, graboid.
Perfect.
Yeah, got my Graboid shirt.
Still don't like Bucky, but that's a cool shirt.
Tremors is
hey,
great.
we've talked about Tremors before. It's a
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It's just the perfect mixture of everything. Like everything worked in it. The actors they got, the special effects, the setting, the tone somehow managed to balance comedy and horror perfectly. And it, as a kid, it scared the shit out of me. I was actually afraid as a kid that I was going to attract
You were too loud.
creatures
Yeah.
if I was walking on the ground too loud. Like that movie fucked me up when I was a kid.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good way to keep your kids quiet. Show them Tremors.
Yeah,
Graboid gonna grab you.
Yeah.
I mean, as an adult, I find the movie hilarious, but my sister will attest to this too. Like we both watched it. We were kids. It was like the Sunday night movie or something, and we were both too young. Once we saw old Fred's head, things were a little sketchy, and then the doctor and his wife got eaten,
Oh yeah.
and my sister noped the fuck out. I was around for about
She
another 10
noped
minutes.
the
after-
fuck out.
I was around for about 10 more minutes, allowing it to allowing myself to absorb what I had just seen, but we both eventually just called it.
Then where the hell's the golden oldie coming from?
We did not get to that point.
Wow. Well, all right.
I just turned off my camera to burp.
That made sense, right?
Yeah.
Sound.
Wrong sense.
Wrong sense.
That's right. That's right. Tremors,
One of
such a
them.
good movie. Such a good movie.
Our
yeah,
friend
I don't-
Walter
I mean-
named him. Then they ate him.
I hate him.
I enjoyed everything about that movie. The general storyline, the setting that it was in, everything seemed to work really well together. Like the animals themselves, the killer creatures, were in the perfect environment. And you never really got a clear explanation as to why they were dormant for so long and now suddenly they weren't.
Yeah.
And that they somehow predated the fossil record. But it's a great story.
It was.
And the scenario for the number of people that were in trouble, was pretty well perfect too. Like they're surrounded by mountains, they're in a valley, and so that's why it was so difficult for them to escape to get help. It's cool. I liked it. Everything about it. It's awesome.
It's one of those movies that if it's on, you just leave it on. Like
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
watch it anytime, anywhere. It's scary. It's gory. It's.
Has anybody
Funny.
other than Ryan seen all of them?
I think
have.
I have.
Really? I'm gonna have to do a marathon.
It's a good binge.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Well, I think at one point we did a Tremors hangout. And I think that's the reason why so many of us have seen all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
I
only
was
reason I've
away
seen
when you
all-
guys did that one, so I didn't get to do all the Tremors.
Yeah.
That was
I've
rough.
sat through multiple Jamie Kennedy movies for that hangout.
Right?
See, there's only two.
Yeah.
Counts
That's
as multiple.
two more than I needed.
I enjoyed at least one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those rare ones where the sequel's just as good as the first. I enjoyed the sequel just as much as I did the original.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
funny as hell.
Yeah, they're good movies.
Reba!
Yeah.
And it was so.
Oh, let's seen them all.
It was
Yeah.
way better than direct to video. Like it could have been theatrical.
I have Michael Gross
agree.
working on getting Reba to do a convention with him to do a in costume photo op. I think that'd be amazing.
I would.
I
have-
asked him about it. He said he's in. I said, have your people call her people. I said, I'll do my best.
Reba doesn't seem to want to acknowledge that she was in that, so I don't think that's ever going to
Yeah.
happen.
Don't know
She's busy
why.
on The Voice right now.
Yeah, I mean, would she be more likely to, admit that
greatest
she
role
did
ever.
the voice of a cartoon pterodactyl? You know what I mean? It's like,
You
come
can
on.
You can get
like-
penetration even with the elephant gun.
That's right. That's right. Take my Browning auto.
Broke into the wrong goddamn record.
That's right.
I love the beginning of part 2 when he's just being lazy in the armchair and he's got the fucking head of the graboid mounted on the wall.
As you should.
That's right.
I would love to have something like that.
That'd be awesome.
And in part 2 there where he's talking about like he's like must have been a couple of dozen of them. Managed to plow out the bulk of them, but as we're driving them down, the ones that got on the vehicle, I was able to take out with a combination of small arms ammo and hand-to-hand techniques.
Hand
Looks at the guns. He's like, I am completely out of ammo. Just collapses.
I was
It's
not
never happened to me
briefed.
before.
What is that? I was improperly briefed for this mission or
Yeah. Feel I was denied critical,
something?
need to know information.
Fucking Bert.
Love Bert.
Part 2 is peak Bert. Like Bert's always been great, but part 2 was where Michael Gross
Oh, he
was
shined.
able to really just turn the character into
Yes.
well, like you watch the first one, Bert's great, but you watch the second and you're like, this could be a leading man. And
Yes,
thankfully he was.
absolutely.
Hello.
Adam!
And
Happy
Speaking of leading men.
birthday to you.
Oh yeah.
Happy
I
birthday,
am.
sir.
Hey, guys, thanks.
Well, it's good
Thoughts
timing.
on-
You showed up. You could go next.
Yeah, thoughts
Yeah.
on Tremors?
Tremors.
What you got here?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's yeah, definitely fits the topic
Yeah,
in
yeah.
outside of the box sort of way. I like it a lot. That's cool.
Yeah.
Tremors is a perfect movie, right?
It
Yeah,
is-
we were
it
just
is
saying.
a
Ryan
good
said the
movie.
same
Damn close,
exact
damn
words.
close. So, now these fine folks were talking about how this fits into the sense of hearing end of things, but I would also say that this one falls into the sense of smell category because remember when a couple of people just before they died encountered the thing, they said, why does it stink like that?
Smell like that because it's dead?
Yeah.
So anyhow,
That's true. Agree.
yeah.
Stinky. They're stinky. That means.
That's right.
Yep.
Those smelly,
Pre-Cambrian life forms, they're going to
Those-
smell after a few
yeah,
years.
the smelly graboid bastards. Anyhow,
Perfume, the story of a murderer. That's a good one. Who picked that one?
I did.
Clint,
Have you seen it?
I have.
Oh, it's really good, isn't it?
It's really good. Surprisingly, like
Yeah,
it's such a bizarre premise, but it's a really good movie.
yeah.
It's now
for
officially
sure.
on the list.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes,
It's really good.
okay.
It's got like Sweeney Todd vibes almost, right?
Yeah,
sort
it's
of.
not a musical,
yeah,
is
kinda,
it?
Yeah.
No, it's not a musical.
Oh,
but
Adam
it's
wouldn't
good.
watch it if it was a musical.
Yeah.
I went to see Sweeney Todd in the theater not knowing it was a musical, and I was highly disappointed.
Oh,
Oh.
no,
Oh,
that didn't bug me at all. I
I
still
hated it.
enjoyed it. Guess I'm one of the few. All right, that's fine. Yeah, no, it was a great movie, and I had not heard of it before today, and I gave it a shot just on a whim, and it grabbed my attention in the first 5 minutes, and yeah, it got weird as fuck. Which
Yeah, it got really, really weird.
I really like that quality in a movie. Get weird as fuck. I like that.
Yeah, like you could never predict like where it goes in the story. Like you never like it just kept on
Yeah.
ramping up.
Yeah.
Good movie.
And poor
Who
Alan
was the main
Rickman.
guy? Who was the main guy that they kept showing his nostrils real wide all the time?
I don't recognize the actor's name, but his name was Jean Baptiste in the movie.
yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
not somebody I know.
Yeah, it was some French thing, Jean Baptiste Grenouille or something like that. Yeah,
What is that
exactly.
vibrating noise?
Sorry,
That's a
I'm outside
cicada.
smoking, and
frog.
it's the bugs.
Oh.
I was gonna say, is that a
Never mind.
frog?
That wasn't
Those
my
I think are
first thought, but
cicadas.
okay.
The frogs, you'll know them. They
Oh,
bark.
they bark.
They do. They're like, so weird.
That's funny.
Fucking Florida, man.
Yeah,
Central
Oh.
Sound. There we go.
it's a different place.
Adam,
But
I think
Adam,
we're up to you, sir.
I think if you would like to make a selection, your time is great. We are up to you.
Sure. Tomb of the Blind Dead.
Tomb of the Blind Dead.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's a
I have
trilogy.
never heard of such movies.
Really?
Yeah. Would I like it?
Ghost Galleon, Night of the Seagulls.
Mm.
Night of the Seagulls. Is that what you just said?
Basically, that was the last one. Yeah, they're Spanish movies.
Oh,
It's basically about the Knights Templar,
Mhm.
how they were secretly like this evil satanic cult, and they're
heard
all
that.
dead, obviously. And centuries later, they all come back to life, but they've been like ritualistically, their eyes were plucked out. So it's basically blind zombies. It's like
Ooh.
you know how like George Romero zombies were almost like completely inept. Well, now they also can't see.
Nice. That's
We're just bumping into each other.
But
It doesn't sound really intimidating.
no, it's really not. But like it's always very situational where like the person is trapped in like very, very, very close quarters with them, and like they kind of use like their hearing. They're kind of like Daredevil.
So they just run around the city screaming justice.
Nice.
Pretty much.
I'd watch it.
And they're all lawyers in the day. No. No, I mean, but the looks of the zombies are really cool. Like they're really creepy looking. It's like one of those. It's almost Italian. Like it's really atmospheric and really creepy vibes. It's really cool little movies.
All right, it's on the list now.
And they're all
Haven't heard
dubbed,
of
so
it.
they have that really weird dreamlike quality.
oh, of course.
They barely make sense. The plot barely makes sense.
Yeah.
But the zombies look cool.
So it's
But
like
they
a
look cool.
like a Fulci Argento. Film.
Yeah, very much so in that vein. Yeah.
All right. All right.
They ride around on horses at one point.
Hmm.
So I just
Blindly ride around on horses.
remembering
Blind
things as-
zombies.
Zombies on horseback.
yes.
That's That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that.
That
before.
alone might be worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
Zombie horses
Yeah.
or just
Are
Except
they
maybe,
zombie horses? That's a good question.
yeah, except maybe House
just
2.
regular
I might
horses.
have
Don't
seen it
remember.
there.
They could be zombie horses, but I don't want to oversell it.
Okay. Yeah.
They could also not be zombie horses.
Very
Because-
easily could not be
Very
zombies.
easily could not be zombie horses. I
I
love
was
that.
saying the only time I ever saw a zombie horse and rider was in House 2.
Yeah.
With yeah. Okay. That sounds
Good
awesome.
choice.
Tomb of the Blind Dead. I'm gonna have to look that up. Because
Yeah, maybe we could watch that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Yeah,
don't
I mean, there's three of
never
them
heard of
too. So if you like the first one, there's two
Oh,
more.
geez.
nice.
But
Nice.
wait, there's more.
Exactly. Ha. Well, apparently I am in an
Clint the nose.
yeah, I'm in an olfactory mood tonight.
yeah.
I'm gonna bring up a movie. Maybe some of you have seen it, called Reeker.
Mm.
Ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. It's like one of those you find on Netflix in the middle of the afternoon, but I've never seen it.
I've seen it. I don't
Oh.
remember a thing about it.
Okay.
How do you
It's-
spell it?
Reeker.
Okay.
Yeah. Reeks, as in it stinks.
Ew.
This I'm not gonna say the movie stinks. I actually remember kind of liking it. The trouble is you don't know exactly what the entity is. So synopsis of it is: strangers trapped in an eerie travel oasis in the desert must unravel the mystery behind their visions of dying people while they are preyed upon by a decaying creature. And that's basically it's not really visible, this creature that's preying upon them. I mean, you can
You
kind
smell
of see it, like a shimmer goes across the screen, but for the most part, the only indicator that it's close to you is that it stinks like absolute fucking death. And that's exactly why they call it that.
Or Ryan
Reeker.
after too much
Yeah.
sushi.
Too
Yeah.
much sushi.
And Michael Ironside is in it.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Well, and
That's
I
always
love
a
that,
plus.
Mabius, not so much a plus,
Yeah.
but
and I love that guy,
Michael Ironside or Eric Mabius.
Michael Ironside. Yeah, yeah, such a cool dude. Eric Mabius. What's the other thing? He did? Resident Evil, right?
He did Resident Evil. He was in
Yeah.
a really bad one of the later Crow movies. I don't remember. Oh, The Crow Salvation. Whew. Oof.
Who's Eric Mabius? Who was he in Resident Evil?
He's Matt.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that guy.
yeah,
I only know
Vanilla
that
Pudding, the
that
human
is,
being. Okay.
yeah.
and I think he was on Ugly Betty. Wasn't he the guy from Ugly Betty?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, the
His
guy was
face annoys me.
supposedly
I don't know why. He's very handsome, but his face annoys me.
he ate yogurt all the time on set.
I
Apparently,
wanted
Yep.
to like punch him in his face, and I don't know why. But he was in
Oh,
Welcome
so
And
to
he
the
was
Vanilla
the
Pudding
last
wasn't too
person
far off.
tolerant, hence his nickname, the Reeker.
Have you ever seen Welcome to the Dollhouse? He plays the like older musician that little Dawn Wiener's in love with. I love that movie.
no, I'm not.
Heather Matarazzo when she was like 13 made this movie. It's insane. Anyway, Reeker.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, if no one's seen it, then
I
there
know
isn't-
it's hard. Right?
There isn't
Yeah.
a lot that can be said about it.
I haven't- that's a rather recent one, right? Like within the last 10 years.
Last 10 years,
Actually,
yeah.
2005. It
2005.
What?
That is
Wow.
recent for us.
Yeah, so nearly 20 years ago.
says. Holy
Those-
crap! That's 19 years. ago.
Remember-
Yeah, I don't like that.
Holy
Adam's a
crap.
year older now, so he's got that,
Uh-huh.
yeah. 20 years ago
Are
was
you 45 or
1984.
46? How old
That's
are you now,
right.
Adam?
No, I'm wearing adult diapers.
Are you 45 or 46?
Yes. I'm 45.
You're
45,
45. That's
yeah.
what I thought.
I still think you're lying. But okay.
Yeah, yeah, he's only a little bit behind me.
I saw it on a cake and I was like, I
I
don't
want
like
to
this.
be 45.
I don't like this.
45 is when everything fell apart. I don't want to
Yeah.
be 45.
You're not
Right,
even
right. I want to go
fucking
back
kidding.
to 42.
So I have more to look for. I have lots to look forward to, is what you're saying.
So you guys are
Oh my
really
God.
selling this for me. I'm really excited about the next few years.
Yeah, I'm the wrong person to talk to you about that, Ryan.
Yeah,
They have no good stories.
yeah, they need instead of Forever 21, I'm looking for Forever 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42 is good.
Yeah, I want to go back to that.
Mm.
Only knowing what I know now.
Actually, no, 37.
Oh yeah,
That's the last time I felt like this is cool. I'm good.
yeah.
This is good. I'm
You're
good.
like,
This is
you're
good.
like I'm on the cutting edge. I'm in my prime.
I don't want to break the mirror every time I look in it, and
Oh.
everything works and everything's good and everything.
Everybody's happy.
Don't need tape to hold it up.
I don't want to talk
I'm
about
just
it.
kidding.
Try
Uh,
Underwire.
No,
Yeah.
never try under. I've actually given up on bras altogether. Like actually,
I've given up on Underwire completely. I hate it. I can't do it anymore.
Awful.
Hey,
Sadistic
Jen
and
just
awful.
Jen just gave up on Underwire too. That's like a thing.
Yeah,
Everybody's doing now.
yeah. It's not worth it being uncomfortable anymore. I'm more into comfort now than
Yeah.
looking.
you guys
Cares
given up?
if my boobies are sagging.
Underwire bras with underwire.
Underwear.
Underwire.
A weird thing to give up. At this-
Yeah.
I
Never
go
believed
Commando
Underwire
most of
is
the time.
hideous. There's no good. No good comes of it.
Nope.
Except it makes your boobies stay up higher, but who cares?
Yeah.
Let them be free.
If mine stayed up higher, I wouldn't be able to see.
Flung them over your shoulders.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right.
So Reeker.
Reeker. I was going to ask if Nicole had seen it, but she asked how to spell it, so I think that kind of gave.
Yeah,
it away.
no, yeah.
They gave it away.
I
Yeah.
spelled it wrong. I feel
guess we're-
bad because I have all mainstream movies. I have nothing like unusual like that. And
It was a hard topic, but I enjoyed it.
it was, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with one of my favorites. Mainly, it's a great story. It's a great movie, but the lead actor is just I would marry him tomorrow. I'm going with Don't Breathe.
Hmm.
That's
Stephen
totally
Lang,
on my
huh?
list as
Stephen
well.
Lang.
What a
is
great
the-
movie.
That is a
Such
great
It's
a
movie.
good movie.
fantastic. A bunch of kids like in their 20s, break into this guy's house who's blind, who supposedly has a fortune somewhere in his house, and they go in to steal it, and he just hands their asses to them. He kicks the shit out of all of them, and then there's that little twist in the end.
Yes.
And if you've
Where
seen
nobody
it, you know
will
what
ever use a turkey
turkey
baster.
baster again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is why everybody thinks this movie has to do with these sense of sight. But I say that
Store bought
also-
gravy from that day forward.
Forever
Yeah.
and ever.
this also has to do with the sense of taste.
The hell's
Wow.
wrong with you?
so gross.
Oh, no, and hearing as well, because you make any type of sound whatsoever, this dude is on your ass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
Such a good movie.
yeah.
Even without the sounds, it's like everything is amplified in him. Maybe because he was military, he fought in wars and whatnot, and he just knows you're there. He's Stephen Lang plays it brilliantly, and part 2 was equally as good. I loved the second movie.
I hope he
Loved
starts doing conventions because he was a doll.
I would die.
I met him
would
for free
sell a
at
kidney.
New York Comic Con after what's that fucking Avatar movie? He was just there
Avatar.
giving away free posters and taking pictures with us, and it was fucking amazing. But I didn't get to hug him or anything and tell him that he's amazing.
I need to.
So good.
Yeah, I need to see the second one. I
It
don't
was
think I've seen
it was
it.
really good.
I love it because they like Terminator to it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, they make him
Yeah.
a good guy, right?
he's kind of like the good guy in the second one in a way.
Well, I think he's the good guy in the first
Well,
one
that's the
too.
thing, Nicole. Like I was
Except
so
for the girl that's it, with the
Yeah,
turkey
except
baster.
for
I don't
that.
think he's a good guy
Like,
for that.
I love that
Exactly.
movie. The movie kind of makes you try to get you to root for the people that broke in at first.
Yeah,
And like the whole time I was on his side.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like
I
like,
was
like
too.
you guys are breaking in his house. What do you like what
Yeah.
why is this movie trying to paint
Just because you found a tied
that
up
he's
woman
the
does
bad
not
guy.
make what you did
Well,
okay.
well they do that twist at the end and I feel like almost to justify okay, he is the bad one, you
Right.
know?
right.
And it was just like but the whole time it's just like all this dude is doing is defending his
His house, his home.
territory, his property, yeah.
For
I
sure.
still don't
Um,
see him as the bad guy. I think he was just mentally.
I
fucked
don't either.
after
I don't
losing
either.
His daughter, like anybody,
for
would go
that
crazy.
kidnapping and
Like he was crazy.
forced semination thing.
Right.
Other
and
than
then he
that,
got a turkey baster full of cum down his throat. But
Oh,
So
that
gross.
scene, Jesus Christ.
So
it's
gross.
so disturbing.
when they put it the turkey baster in his mouth and he's like "Wah!" I thought we were going to hear the record scratch and like
Well,
yes, that's me. You're probably
she
wondering
just
how I
put
got
it
here.
down. She, like, punched a hole in the back of his throat with it. Oh my God.
that's good.
Turkey baster full of my own nut.
Oh,
Oh
gross.
God, I want to
So
vomit.
bad. So bad.
So
This from
bad.
somebody that's actually had, well, without the turkey baster, not your nut particularly, but it's just something about.
It's disgusting. It is. It does not.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting. It's gross.
Which leads me to my next movie.
I'm trying not to be graphic.
This is a really good segue to my next movie.
I'm
I'm going
concerned that this is a segue to anything.
I'm going with the stuff.
Oh,
The stuff. Just look
The
at the picture,
stuff.
and that's why it's a segue.
Oh
Has
yeah, I
you've
get it.
all seen the stuff, right?
What is that?
The stuff,
stuff.
the killer yogurt,
No. What
From
is Olin saying?
1985.
Did he
He's
point
just-
at me?
making the emotionless
Yeah.
face.
Emotionless. Oh,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
sorry, dear.
Nobody's seen the stuff?
I've
no,
seen
we're
it.
talking about
Of course
something
we
else.
have.
Yes, I've seen it. Yes.
I have not.
Of course we have.
It's
Chocolate chip
hysterical.
Charlie.
I
You
did a whole
kidding me?
podcast episode. with
Absolutely. Exactly.
well, the stuff.
Michael Moriarty, we love him.
That's right. We did the whole damn
Garrett
We
thing.
did the whole.
Morris.
Yeah.
But basically, it's about a mysterious goo that shows up, and instead of like figuring out what it is, they market it as this new fancy yogurt stuff.
Yeah.
But it turns out it's like an alien, and it turns them into like almost like mindless zombies, and it oozes out of them, and it's the stuff. It's fantastic. Nothing.
It's insane. It's
Nothing.
insane.
I like it. I think it fits.
1 second.
You consume it, and it consumes you.
I mean, the movie literally ends with them renaming it to The Taste, so I feel it fits.
I do too. And then there was that dude. But it's a great movie. Danny Aiello's in it. Come on.
Oh, I love Danny Aiello.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
weird that he's in that.
he's being held hostage by his yogurt possessed dog.
Who knows to pull the phone line
Yeah,
to keep him from
And-
making calls.
My friend Mary Ellen DeVivo, she's a cosplayer, and she dressed as the stuff, and she won for at Monster Mania one year. It was
how did she
amazing
do
costume.
that?
I'm going to
Yeah,
send you a
curious.
picture of it just because it's.
I
really
remember
good.
that.
She's so talented,
That was a great costume.
and you know she's one of those people that makes it all herself. So it's like, oh, you're gorgeous, you're talented. Go fuck it. No, I'm just kidding. Just you're awesome. But all right, well, we can move on from the stuff. Ryan. Yes.
On the spot here. Oh, I'm going with a movie that was recently introduced to me by Adam. Vincent Price flick that I actually really, really liked. Which is surprising because I'm not a huge fan of black and white. I'm going with The Tingler.
Ooh, I like it.
And it fits
Very
the
good.
theme because you have to scream. It has to be the sound of a scream that paralyzes Tingler.
And his wife was deaf and mute.
Oh yeah, deaf and mute. That too.
Hmm.
Look at that. I'm just covering all the bases with this one. But yeah, no, I watched it just on a. Well, we did it for the show, and I was like, okay, well, here it is, another black and white. Like it's going to be like a. Everything up until the point of The Tingler has always, for me, just been a. Well, I enjoyed it at best.
Mhm.
I really fucking liked The Tingler. I think it's a
Great movie.
fantastic horror movie, and everybody in it is just great. It's so good.
Adam, I sent it to the spam chat so you can
Okay.
see the costume.
I know Abby and Adam have seen it. Clint, have you seen The Tingler?
I have not.
That's
Really?
awesome.
Yeah, Vincent Price is, you know. But I was actually so surprised you enjoyed it as much as you did.
Yeah, I love that you did. It's like one of those
Me
movies
too.
that like everyone always knows how like Vincent Price is the man, but like that is textbook like movie to
Quintessential.
yeah, like to show like why he's the man. Because
Right.
like I think you even said during the episode, just like everything he says is just like amazing. Like every line of dialogue that he spouts is
And
just
he
like
oozes this charisma or something when he speaks, and he's
You
just
got
Yeah.
the
so
Riz.
Riz.
got the Riz.
That's right. I know what that means. I'm
All those guys had that Riz.
a
But
youth.
yeah, no, this is the perfect example of it. Like Vincent Price just controls a scene. Like
Yep.
the theatricality to him, just you're hooked on everything he says.
I'm
He
trying to
talks
think of
complete
anybody these
nonsense
days.
in this movie. Breaks the fourth wall multiple times,
Mhm.
and you're still just on board. You're like, "Yep,
Eating
this
it
is
all up.
happening. I believe everything that is happening with this Muppet centipede, Mr. Price."
It's like schlocky in like the best way.
Yeah, and honestly, like when it gets into the movie theater,
Mhm.
and they're like, "You must scream! Everyone must scream!" and you're like, "Ah!" But it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I was surprised Ryan liked it as much as he did.
Huh.
I thought that would be a hard sell.
It's very tingly.
I'm feeling tingly.
It gave me tingles. So yeah, no, Clint.
You know,
gotta
once you
check it
start
out.
people down the old movie highway, you know,
Yeah.
once you go white and black, you don't go back.
Yeah, that's right. And nobody has any excuses. It's available for free. Looks like it's on Tubi right now. So I mean,
Also
Yeah.
on servers of such.
deal
I
with
think it's
a
on
couple of
YouTube,
commercials, but
too.
YouTube also. Okay.
Yeah, you can watch it on free on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where I
nice.
got the majority of the stuff for the episode.
Nice. Oh shit! I guess I better cross off some of these things that have already been said.
Nicole's not here. I don't know if she's seen it or not, but yeah, no, highly recommend Clint.
Okay. Yeah. I'll write it down. Tingler. The Tingler. Had another
As a
one.
fan of, as a non, I wouldn't say I'm a non-fan, but as somebody who's just very meh about old black and white movies, The Tingler is something else.
Yeah.
Which is actually what's his name, William Castle. Like I've seen 13 Ghosts and House on Haunted Hill as well.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, as well. And yeah, maybe it's just William Castle for me. I think something about his movies just resonates with me because both of those I enjoyed quite a bit too. 13 Ghosts was all right, but House on Haunted Hill is fantastic.
I really enjoyed the original 13 Ghosts. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
It's all right. I don't think I've seen that.
I love the
the
remake.
original. I saw
I
the remake.
enjoyed the original.
Yeah.
There's so much joy in his movies. Like he's just like being this mischievous,
Yep.
guy behind the camera doing all the little tricks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's just a lot of fun. Yeah. It's like he's twirling his mustache.
Little
behind the camera.
mustache.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hit or miss with black and white films. There's several of them that I've seen that have been totally worth watching. And then some that, I'm just like, nah, whatever.
Yeah, totally fair.
Yeah.
There's so many of them that are hard to get through.
Yeah, exactly. So
Like, I can't
Clearly
even
you
get through
haven't
Dracula
watched
in
The Giant
1931
Claw.
anymore.
yeah.
Well, that's
It's not a deal breaker for me if a movie's in black and white, because a good movie is a good movie. You know what I mean? So to hear that The Tingler is good, that's enough for me. I'll give it a shot.
I think we're up to you, sir.
well. Ryan inspired me with his black and white pick that I didn't even have on my
Me either.
metaphorical list. I'm gonna go with Day of the Triffids. Has anyone seen this?
What the fuck
I
did you
have.
just
Wait
say?
a minute.
Day of the Triffids.
Triffids?
Triffids.
I know I've seen it. I have to look it up because I don't remember
I'm
what
gonna have
it
to
is.
look it
now.
up too, because I don't know what the hell that even is.
Basically, it's an older, like 50s, I want to say.
It's 63.
There's a meteor shower where like one of the biggest meteor showers that anyone's ever seen, and anyone that looks at the meteor shower the next day is blind.
Interesting.
And the meteor shower was actually, like, they were meteors, but they were also pods of seeds
Okay.
that grow these carnivorous alien plants.
Mhm.
Oh.
So now you have a population of blind people and these plants that's just like
It's a great movie.
walking around and picking them off.
Wow.
And so the only people that like one of the main guys is was in the hospital with he had like a facial wound, so he had like bandages over his eyes, so he couldn't see it. So he's like one of the only people left on Earth that can see.
Wow.
That's fun. And it's on Tubi and Plex.
You have seen this, Eb?
I have seen this, yeah. Not for years, but I saw this at my grandpa's. I got a lot of my like Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon movies when I grew up with my grandparents in Philly. Like they would just run these old great movies. And my grandmother had a touch of, like, the first time I saw the original Cat People was with my grandmother. She liked the weirder ones. My grandfather liked it because it's usually army people, some
Okay.
sort of military.
Always
This was
army
Navy, I think, though.
scientists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
But
guys
I
seen
did
Day of the
see-
Triffids? Sorry, Abby.
No, you're good.
I just wanted to see if Nicole and Ryan had seen it.
No. Mm-mm.
I haven't, for sure. But of course, you knew that when I said, "What the fuck did you just say?"
We should do a watch along.
It's actually a movie I've always wanted to see. When I was a kid, I had a VHS copy of it. Well, I had half a VHS copy of it. I had the VHS box was Day of the Triffids, and like the cover art made it look cool. I was like, oh, I kind of want to watch this, and I popped the tape in, but somebody had taped over it with reruns of Get Smart,
What?
which
a
I mean,
great
not
show,
a terrible thing. I mean, Get Smart is
That's not-
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
If you're
Yeah,
gonna take
But
over it, why not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never actually seen Day of the Triffids, despite having that box art on our shelf
how
for my
disappointing.
childhood.
Fantastic. I wonder if we could do that as our next watch along.
Get smart.
I'm sure it's free somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? No,
Tubi.
Day of the Day of the Triffids is okay.
Mhm. Tubi
For
and
the longest
Plex
time,
and
it was
Crackle
really
and
hard to
Crackle.
find on streaming. But if it's on Tubi, that'll work.
Tubi and Plex for free.
Oh, it's on Plex.
Nice. Nice.
And Crackle, whatever that is.
oh,
There's just another free streaming service. So
yeah.
Free streaming service that has a commercial every 15 seconds.
Yeah,
So does Plex, though.
I think Sony owns that one.
Yeah,
Crackle.
Plex. Tubi's probably the way to go. There's
Yeah.
probably only 4 commercials throughout the whole thing.
yeah,
Like,
I say we do it. Just saying. Good pick.
nice. Very nice.
You know, just to go off on a side tangent here, as the years goes on, Tubi just keeps getting better and better
Right?
because
Tubi-
all the
Sure.
streaming sites now, the ones that we pay for, they've all become Tubi.
Yep.
Like if you want, like
They
I
all have
don't,
commercials.
I don't
they
pay
all-
$20 for Netflix, so
right.
I get Netflix with ads.
Yeah.
For like $8 a month or whatever it is, but that's
Same.
Tubi.
Yeah.
Tubi's free.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Netflix has me on the hook until Cobra Kai's over. Then I'm done.
Yeah, and this is the last season, right?
But Tubi is like the equivalent of old school walking into a VHS store, just looking at the cover art
Yeah.
and deciding based on
This
that.
looks good.
I mean, I love it. Like you could literally spend an hour just going through titles, and you see like they actually have like the little picture, just like it was like a VHS tape
Mhm.
or
They're
whatever.
great for these hangouts because when you have a theme, like when we did say our cryptids, you know, like you just kind of put in
Mhm.
cryptid and Tubi and then come up with 47 movies.
Like,
And then your algorithm is all like, you know, Bigfoot. Bigfoot
Really was
like,
fucked.
I mean, they'll really surprise you with some of the movies they have on there too. Like they'll have like
Mhm.
aliens, and you're just like, okay, well,
Yeah, they have
what's
good
this?
movies
What's
now.
this doing on here? Like
And
it's weird.
you hear, but that's the other thing too. Like you mentioned, like Tubi's got some great flicks, and you hear like Netflix and Disney bitching. They're like, "Well, we got to put ads on because you know it costs so much money to, you know, overhead." And I'm like, I'm watching Tubi, and I'm like, not only is everything free, but there are Tubi original movies,
Yeah.
so they've got
The
enough
Oscars
money
just put one out.
to be getting these movies out. Yeah, sure, half of them are asylum flicks, but I mean, no, the money's there. They're making money off of this.
hmm
So it just furthers my infuriation. And I swear to God, I am 2 seconds away from putting back on the pirate hat and sailing the seven seas again.
I mean, I know we got off topic here. Sorry, but I'll just
Sorry,
say,
I
like,
apologize. It's just, yeah.
Paulflix is like the only thing I watch anymore. It's the only thing I need, honestly. And if it's not on Paulflix, it's on YouTube or Tubi.
Mhm.
I pay
Exactly.
way too much money for cable to keep doing this. So
Well, I
Gotta make a change.
streamed to get rid of cable, but now streaming's just as bad as cable.
Right, same. I used to have
Paul-
cable. I don't have it anymore.
Paulflix is
but-
free, brother.
I know.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where
Although we'll probably have to start subscribing to Paulflix
Yep.
Gonna stop overselling Paul
Okay.
Flicks. He's gonna get
so he can
he's
keep
gonna get wise on it and start
adding
charging
things
us.
onto it. Yeah. Way I understand that he's downgrading his own streaming services, so
He's
Yep.
things are gonna.
he's watching
start-
this right now, putting his
Yeah.
PowerPoint together.
That's right. That's right.
This
Yeah.
is why you need to pay me $19.99 a month.
Yeah, he's gonna do a GoFundMe, like $5 a month from everybody, so he can keep his streaming services. Anyhow,
Anyway, sorry
Man,
about that. I just
that's all right. That's all right. Wow, Day of the Triffids. No freaking idea. I had no idea. 63, huh?
There's a few remakes of it too. I think like
Yeah.
BBC did a remake of it. The channel, not the Pornhub category.
Hmm.
Big.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh,
I got you.
Yeah, get
I'm
you.
glad you clarified because I'd been looking in the wrong place.
big barn chickens.
Let's see. All right.
That's,
Actually,
that's not a plant.
yeah. Are you sure?
What are you doing, Step Trippid?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you
yeah,
stuck in the dryer again?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I better
I think
stop.
we're on you,
before-
Clint.
Yes, we are. I actually crossed one out that I meant to say and I didn't say. This I feel like this one's kind of, I don't know, maybe it's not. I was gonna say I felt like it was underrated. I'm gonna go with The Dead Zone. This is in the touch
Ooh.
category.
How did I not have that on mine?
We're
Love that
borderlining.
movie.
We're borderlining on Sixth Sense here.
Touch.
But
How did I forget
Let's
about
do it.
touch? Forgot about
Yeah.
touch.
So I don't know how many people have seen the movie with Christopher Walken,
Fantastic.
or how many people have read the book.
Oh, love it.
I have.
This is one of the few Stephen King adaptations that I would say is not insanely different
Yeah,
from the book.
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're in the same vein. They didn't take a lot of steps outside of it or artistic liberties when they made the movie adaptation of this, and I feel it was done well. And this one just gets slept on a lot. I mean, not so much that they didn't, do like a TV series eventually with Anthony Michael Hall, but it's just like this is an under-celebrated Stephen King story, in my opinion.
I agree with you. Christopher
and-
Walken is fucking. He's
Yeah,
Christopher fucking Walken.
yeah,
That
Martin
show
Sheen-
threw me off because he'd be walking around going, "The dead zone dies tonight." I'd be like, "What?"
yeah, yeah. That was so
I
weird,
understood
and
that.
random.
Jackass.
I don't know why he did that. Didn't make any sense until
Didn't make any
Halloween
sense.
Kills came out.
I was gonna say nobody understood it. David Gordon Green as a child was watching that. He's like, "That's it. That's what I'm gonna fucking do."
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
But I'll be that guy. The book's better than the movie, but the movie's not bad.
I actually really enjoy the movie. There is that scene with Martin Sheen. Everybody knows has everybody seen the movie?
Yeah, have you seen it, Nicole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, long time
Okay,
ago,
so
yeah.
The premise is he knows this man is going to be the end of our world, but when everything goes to shit and he tries to assassinate Martin Sheen, and he picks up a small child to use as a
A
shield,
human shield. Yeah.
and it's just that moment. I don't know. I love that scene.
I feel like Martin Sheen would do that in real life.
I mean,
No, I'm kidding.
I like him.
I'm sure he's a very nice man. Who would
I'm
pick up
sure
small children.
we
to
do
save his
not
own life.
condone using children as human shields.
I mean, it worked.
In this
It
case,
did.
yeah, totally
did.
did.
They did. Didn't work out so well for Christopher Walken, but whatever.
He saved the world and shit.
Yeah. And while I'm on that subject, would anybody like to have that particular power? To touch an object and instantly know things about the person who previously owned it.
Fuck no.
No.
You
I'm
would
a- I
never
don't think
stay
I'd
in a
have a single
hotel
friend
room or
in the world.
motel room ever in your life. Ever in your life.
Oh my god.
A porta potty? Fuck no. There's no way.
Oh wow.
No.
Oh god,
No.
you sit on a porta potty, you've seen every ass.
No.
It sat on that porta potty.
Nope.
That
Just
would
no.
be hilarious. Anybody ever see that Saturday Night Live skit where Christopher Walken was on there and he was basically doing his same character from the Dead Zone, but it was always about like random stupid
I did
like
see
things
that.
that didn't make any sense. Like these people get like really concerned. He shook a guy's hand and he's like, oh, he's like, you're gonna get into a taxi cab, and he's
And
like,
get
yes,
home safely.
yes, and he's like, and you got a cup of coffee. You left the cup of coffee in the taxi cab. It's an incredible waste. The guy's like, that's it?
Where's the lie?
Yeah. The whole fucking sketch about that.
I mean, it makes sense though, because like literally 99% of the time, it would be stuff like that.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, not everybody's going to have some great, well,
you're gonna get home and be excited for that frozen pizza you got
and then somebody
in
already
the
ate
freezer,
it.
and you're gonna get home and you're gonna realize, oh, I ate that 2 nights ago.
That's depressing because that hits a little too close to home, my friend. Just saying right now.
Damn it. Damn you, Christopher Walken.
I mean, to be fair though, if you told the person that before they left work, then they could buy a frozen pizza before they got home. So you know what? No, I take it back. It's yeah. He saves the day again.
Oh, yeah. So crazy.
I had an uncle. Every time I moved, he would buy me a can of sardines and hot sauce, and he would put it in the fridge. And I'd be like, "Why do you keep doing this?" And he said, "Because one night you're going to be stumbling home drunk from the bar at 3 a.m. Nothing's going to be open. And you're going to look in your fridge and you're going to see that can of sardines, and you're going to say to yourself, 'Is tonight the night?'"
My God. That's amazing. Has it ever happened?
Sardines aren't that bad.
I think it happened.
Yeah.
It happened, yeah.
I think it happened.
I would have said, why didn't you get it in mustard sauce, you asshole?
I almost bought a can of sardines at the store today for my crows. I'm getting crow obsessed.
Oh, boy.
And they're like, if you put sardines out, then they'll bring you treats.
For
Sardines
some reason, I never
are
thought
good.
that Florida had crows.
Oh, yeah.
They're larger than normal.
They're all on crack. Bath salts.
Yeah. That's right.
Instead of bringing you something shiny, they bring you the ring with the finger still in it. But it's fine.
That's right.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
That they probably removed from the hand.
They're going to bring you somebody's meth pipe.
I never judge.
Jesus Christ. Dead zone.
Dead zone.
Dead zone. Well, okay. We're all done with that. I guess we're moving on to you, Nicole.
My next one. Everybody's going to know what it is when I say this. You have to watch this movie with all of the lights out.
Oh.
The Descent.
Yes, that's on my list too.
Good pick.
Yes, it is squelchingly moist in those caves.
Squelchingly moist.
Group of women get together every year to do these excursions, and they go down into this cave system that was supposedly planned out by their leader, Juno, and it was actually an undiscovered cave system, and they come across some undiscovered underground creatures that hunt by sound because they're blind, because they've been in the dark so long. And it is incredibly great. It is incredibly creepy. You got to watch it with the lights out.
What a great pick.
Like you're in there.
You guys have thrown out some really good ones, like stuff that isn't like obvious. Like that's a really good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, I love it. I love the
literally like exactly what this is about.
That was on my list.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you guys. I'm stupid.
What?
I'm stupid.
Why are you stupid?
Because Ryan was like, "That's literally what this is about."
Like, well, no, that is. I didn't think of it either. So Adam just called me.
I'd just be
stupid.
like,
Cool.
"I'm sorry,
That's
I
okay.
forgot to tell you guys. I'm fucking dumb." I
I
was
got
kidding.
broad shoulders. I can take it.
I said me, not you.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it either.
Oh.
Well, it's a good pick. God damn
It is a great pick.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a great movie.
Yes.
I feel
I
like
always
That movie has one of my best jump scare moments. I was
Mhm.
watching it with my girlfriend at the time, and that scene where the camera's panning, everybody's screaming, and then it cuts, and you can see the creature like immediately behind the one girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That scene happened, and my girlfriend at the time literally jumped, tried to crawl over the back of the couch to get away from the movie, and I had to grab her and yank her back because it was a completely spontaneous reaction, like she wasn't thinking. And I've never forgotten about that. I was just like, holy fuck, that was amazing.
That's funny.
Speaking of creatures, I have one growling behind me.
Oh,
What?
It's an angry one.
What?
Are you talking to Olin right now? What are you doing?
Yes, I keep him chained to the floor.
Yeah.
Like the old lady in the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah.
Give him a little kick,
Brandon,
Olin and I are going to
audition.
open a bed and breakfast.
Jumped her husband in the coleslaw.
little kick every now and again.
Exactly. Be quiet. Told you were talking about Felissa Rose too much.
Oh yeah.
The Descent is amazing. Abby, do you have anything that I don't want to jump in and
Oh no!
talk over people?
It's a fantastic movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies, just in general. You have the claustrophobic fear of spelunking,
Yeah.
and then you have the fear of the unknown and the jump scare in the dark. That there's just so many levels to this, like where she gets stuck and she can't breathe, and that alone makes me hyperventilate. So you're already on edge, and then you add these amazing looking underground creatures and then you have the sadisticness of the reason Juno is doing what she's doing, and the guilt behind what she's doing, and
Yeah.
And one of the greatest jokes I've ever heard in my life. How do you give a lemon an orgasm? You tickle its citrus.
That's really good.
what do you say?
Just think about talking about
Felissa too much.
Nope.
That's true.
Was this Neil Marshall's only great movie?
Probably.
I didn't know.
Wait a minute. This was Neil Marshall?
Yeah.
I mean, he did Dog Soldiers, right?
He did.
I
I
think
love
Dog
Dog
Soldiers. I mean, I know you're mad about it, but I think
I know, but so you still think
Dog
it's a
Soldiers
great
is,
movie?
I think it's a great movie.
I
too.
love Dog
Me
Soldiers.
too.
I think it's
One of my go-to werewolf
I mean,
movies.
there aren't
Not my favorite.
many
but
great werewolf movies, but the ones that are great are really great.
Yeah.
And I think that this is one of them. But like he went Dog Soldiers in 2002, then he went the Descent in 2005. Like you would
And
just
then-
thought of like this dude was going to be like around for a long time,
Yeah.
just making these awesome genre horror movies. Then he made that Doomsday movie, which sucked. Centurion. Like
Oh, you know what? I forgot he
He did
did the
Hellboy.
he did the
totally,
Hellboy.
yeah, he
flick.
did a Hellboy too. I didn't see
I
that
liked
one.
that one.
I didn't see that one either.
Apparently, he had a short in that Tales of Halloween movie. I don't know
He
which
did,
one.
yeah.
But after like Dog Soldiers and the Descent is one of the greatest horror movies that has a year that starts with a 2. Like it's one of the best, like period. And like I don't know, like where did he go? It's a little disheartening.
Well, it looks like he was doing some TV series for a while, like one-offs here and there.
Yeah, no, he's kind of lost it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doomsday really kind of screwed
What's
everything
happening
up for
right
me.
now?
What?
Well, thank you for joining with the Hormonal Werewolves. Tonight we're going to wait a minute.
Oh yeah, wait, where is everybody?
We're
One by one, they're
reviewing
going away. Oh, sorry. No, just kidding.
Reeker.
Well, where's Nicole?
What?
Oh, you and Clint disappeared, so we're like,
We're
what is
just
going
joking.
on?
We're just seeing where you guys go.
Shh.
You've seen Dog Soldiers, right, Nicole?
Yes, I love Dog Soldiers.
Yeah, you love Dog
I'm not a big
Soldiers.
werewolf fan at all, but I did love Dog Soldiers. Yes.
That was good.
I mean, that's just like monsters. Like it didn't. It almost didn't even matter what the monster. You know, it was like a werewolf, but it could have been anything. And they're trying to get at them in the soldiers in the boarded up house and stuff. I don't know.
You've
It's
got
cool.
that what's his name, Kevin McKidd and Sean Pertwee, and they're like great
Wait,
cast.
I thought it was Pertwee. I've only ever
Um,
read it. I've never heard it out loud.
I think it's Pertwee. Now I'm going to second guess myself. I'll have to ask Alexa or something. I don't know.
Still talking about dog soldiers?
Yeah.
We're just talking about
It's the only movie I've
Neil
ever seen
Marshall
where
in
they
general.
glued somebody's guts back together.
I love it.
Yeah, what a scene.
I know.
I mean, this has no, this thing is about the descent, but like when the soldier has no weapons and he has to go he has to fight the werewolf with his bare hands. Spoon, I think his name is, and he's like,
Spoon.
and he almost wins, and then the other werewolf shows up. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
what an awesome scene! Awesome.
So just before we get off the descent, I want to know the ending.
Hmm.
Are we all in agreement that the original UK ending is the best one?
Yes.
Remind me what the two
Say
endings
yes.
Which
are.
one is which?
UK is where she did not get out, correct?
Where she wakes
Yes,
up back in
right.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that ending better than the other one.
Than it being in the cars that were like the face pops.
Yeah,
up
the
or
North American. You know how she like gets in the car and like dead Juno's in the car and she freaks out and then she wakes up again and she's back in the cave.
Hmm.
The North American ending is Juno in the car.
So the North American ending is Juno in the car, and the other ending is the European ending.
Is the UK ending the original ending? Yeah, and it just
Which kind of-
the only difference is it just continues from that scene.
Does the UK ending imply that everything that happened was like a death dream? Like she
no,
was
she
dying.
just
and
never
she-
made it. She never
No,
made
like
it out.
her getting out of the cave was a fantasy.
Hallucination. Yeah.
Like that 47 meters down, you know?
Oh yeah, they still.
I kind of like the American ending. I don't know.
What, with Juno in the car?
I kind of like it. When I first saw it, I was like, "Whoa! This suddenly just turned into a ghost movie." I was like, "What?"
Has been the biggest shock of these hangouts. That is.
Oh, I mean, they're both fine. I just that was the first one I saw.
Really?
was that
Okay.
ending.
No, that's. I mean, I'm just surprised. Honestly, I never thought.
Well, I don't live
I
in the
wouldn't
UK.
take you for a. Hey, this just turned into a ghosty flick. I'm usually the weird one.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I mean, it's a really weird kind of movie, just like to begin with. Like, and I don't mean that like disparagingly. Like, but it's an
Oh,
odd
no, it's
movie.
yeah, it's fucking crazy. And
Like
it's not
even
realistic,
the
but it's
the
amazing.
beginning, they're just like driving, and then like that pole shoots through the guy's head. Like you're like, whoa, where did that come from?
Mhm.
You know,
I would never drive behind those things.
Yeah. What's
But
this Final Destination?
it's such a great movie.
You see, officer, let me explain.
And
Did
that
you ever
dude
see
never
this
came
movie?
close to duplicating that.
No,
Because even like Dog Soldiers, I love it, but it has its flaws, like
Right.
Ryan would tell you. But I still love it. Don't get me wrong. But like The Descent is a perfect fucking movie, and like he never recaptured that like the glory of that
The lightning
for
in the box.
whatever reason.
good
Okay.
pick, Nicole. I
Thank
didn't even
you.
think of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go way off the beaten path, even though I still have some that fit, the horror genre. But I thought Clint
It's after
had
9. We
mentioned,
can do that,
like
right?
a scene or something like that.
I have
So I
one
have a
too.
couple of them that
I have some
don't.
good ones like that.
You do.
I do.
How about
Don't take mine.
Labyrinth?
Did you just say Labyrinth?
The Bog of Eternal Stench.
Oh,
You know,
I only
but-
thought of that when I was sitting here.
I'm
but
cool with it
I-
only because I want to talk about Labyrinth, but I feel that's a stretch.
No, man, it touches you. You literally smell forever.
yeah, they said that you stink forever.
Forever. And it's literally like its own character with its little farty blobs, and yeah. You get one toe in there, and for the rest of your
Smelly
life, you're
kid
gonna
in
stink.
class.
And let's just be real. We know you smell like a fart. Like
Yeah,
that's
no,
what they're
like-
implying.
That's
You
100%
smell
what
By
like
the
I'm
little
a
saying.
farty
fart.
bubbles, yeah.
Like a protein fart. Like I just ate 8 pounds of chicken wings fart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got
Now
that
that's a
like
fart.
acidic
like like a spicy sausage fart,
Yeah,
Exactly.
Nicole's just silently
like a
chuckling.
Poconos fart.
Oh my!
Christ. Yeah, I'm familiar
See,
with those.
Quint's gagging.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a yawn.
Ah,
That was a yawn.
I was trying not to cough into my microphone.
Clint's like, acid egg farts to you
Yeah.
was the most important day of your life. To me, it was a Tuesday.
When you've drank, you were up till 1 drinking, and the next day you're eating Scrapple and Paul's breakfast tacos and something
Mhm.
else.
Uh huh.
Drinking Death Wish coffee and
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and that scorpion hot sauce.
I forgot to ask about that, Nicole. Were the toilets on a septic bed, or is there like a city water system?
I have no idea.
Yes. Oof. I guarantee
Whatever
those
it is, it
toilets
works.
were working overtime.
They were.
I'd be willing to bet up there it's well and septic. That's a guess.
Did Abby just mention Labyrinth and then walk away?
Oh no, I'm
She did.
here. I just
Oh, okay.
I didn't want. I'm walking
Fog
around
and
my
eternal
house and I need
stench.
to keep the camera on
So
and make
you-
me dizzy.
You guys have all seen Labyrinth, right? Nicole, you've seen Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, what?
Huh?
Wait, what?
This is amazing.
Oh wait, but you also haven't seen Little Shop. Do you not like musicals?
I don't have a problem with musicals. As long as I know it's a musical going in, unlike Sweeney
It's
Todd.
okay to.
Do you like Dark Crystal?
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god!
Abby's gonna
Have you
have a
ever seen
stroke.
Legend?
Have you ever
Yes.
seen Legend?
I
Okay.
love Legend. Loved Legend.
We have so much
Can we get
to
that
hang
great
out.
Basically,
and watch.
Legend is or Labyrinth is Legend, but with David
Mhm.
Bowie's penis,
In
You
3D.
said David Bowie's penis
like
in
on full
3D.
display.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to. Yeah.
Like his dick is like knocking lamps over and shit.
That's
Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal's
I mean,
great.
the songs
Yes,
are. All jokes aside, like the songs in it are fantastic. David Bowie is having the time of his life,
Yeah.
like interacting with the Jim Henson effect.
Yeah, he's having a yeah, it's Jim Henson Muppets and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
And he's the Goblin King. That's who he
Yeah.
plays.
And Jennifer.
But he has like tight pants on.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah, his
leggings.
penis is a character unto
Yeah.
itself in that movie.
He is wearing yoga pants throughout the entirety of this movie.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies that is just it's been on my list for like 40 years and I just
I mean,
never got around to
it's
watching it.
clearly a cod piece, which I would assume it's
Doubt that.
it's a cod piece.
No,
It's a cod piece.
No,
It's all Bowie
Um,
all the time.
And I believe
He has an erection all the time.
I don't think that was an erection, Adam.
So he has an 8-inch soft dick. That's what you're saying.
I know that guy.
So
I mean, I know it's
Which sense is
possible,
that?
but
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
So getting away from David Bowie's penis.
He's British.
Who
Even the
wants-
Muppets in this are great though. Like you got Hoggle, you got Sir Didymus, Bluto.
Oh, I love Sir
Like
Didymus.
these are just such amazing characters.
Ludo's my fave.
Sir Didymus he's only
The
in like
dog
the
that
last
he
third of the
rode?
movie, but he steals the show.
I love it.
Except for those annoying. There's that one song with the dudes that like take off their body parts.
Oh, and throw their heads at her.
Hate that song.
That's funny.
clearly I need to rewatch it.
It's a
I
lot
don't-
of fun. It's a great
I don't
movie.
remember some of this.
You remember the Bog of Eternal Stench, though, right?
Yes. Yes.
And David Bowie's penis, right?
Nobody wants to smell like ass forever.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was a Queen song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
that's exactly how that song goes.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to smell like ass forever.
Forever.
Nobody wants to smell like ass forever. That's very
It was in
true.
it was in the Highlander movie.
Mm.
Oh, I friggin' love Labyrinth. I I saw it as a kid. We watched it at school. Some kid brought it in, and it was like the day before summer break, and we just watched it. And I wound up renting it like over the course of the entire summer because I just fell in love with that movie.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think it fits.
and it's one of those movies that like every kid watches, and it's like, when do you show a kid this movie? Because it's very, he's got big dick energy.
Oh,
Can I
fuck
say
yeah.
that?
So he's got-
And
Yeah,
it's
you
like
probably
made
get
for
rid of the
children,
energy, like-
but it's like made for children.
Yeah.
But as
And
a
it's like-
kid, I never
But
noticed.
there
that.
are very sexual themes in it, and it's just like, so when do you show a kid this? And it's
Yeah.
and the answer is probably everybody saw it when they were too young to see it.
The
Well, I
stuff
saw
like
when it
the
came out,
EDE,
so,
I didn't pick up on that when I was a kid. I never noticed it until I was an adult, and I heard other people joking about
Oh.
it. And I went back and rewatched it, and I was like, "Oh, damn, yeah, it's there."
Even
on
as a
full
kid,
display."
I just assumed it was like a fire poker or something down his pants. I didn't think that was
That's
that
where
big.
he keeps his goblin gun.
There's no way that's organic.
Yeah. But I mean, despite that, I mean, David Bowie was one of the highlights of that movie.
Oh, it's amazing.
He was.
Well, it ain't Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, I mean, you can eliminate the dick, and he's still pretty good in it.
Yeah. Like, you know, I don't want to make too much of it, but
He's got a singing voice, that guy. If this acting career doesn't work out,
that's true. That's true. But like acting with Muppets is not as easy as I would think that it sounds. You know what I mean? It's like
And he does it so well.
yeah. I mean, it seemed very natural for him. Like I really feel like David Bowie was underrated as an actor. Because like I know, I just remember one of the things that happened in that movie where like he made a joke and like he's like, well, laugh, you know, he's like telling all the
yeah,
Muppets,
he's like,
they
everybody
were
laugh.
supposed to
Yeah,
laugh, you know. And apparently he did some like actual training for that movie. Like he did all that like bullshit with like the crystal balls and stuff, like where
like
he's
the dick
Yeah.
push-ups.
hands and
Dick push-ups.
them
It
rolling them
weren't
around
always
like
his hands
a
doing
sideshow
them,
attraction.
Yeah, no, he was like
Apparently
I
actually learned how to do that for that role.
yeah.
For some
No,
of
he
it,
was
the guy-
excited to be in it.
The guy that
Yeah,
He
was.
wanted to give it like
He was
his
he was
all.
real he was
He
real
was
excited
real
to be in
excited
this
to be
movie.
in it.
I mean,
8 inches of flesh.
you you can fucking tell how excited he was.
Yeah.
Tell his excitement.
Anyhow, no, good movie. Good
I mean,
pick.
despite we make a lot of jokes about the dick, but the movie is really good.
It is really good.
Yeah, and he did a good job.
Why, thank you. I wanted to go outside the box, but
Jennifer Connelly's great.
No, she's not.
oh,
She is now, but she was not in Labyrinth.
Like, what did you
When
want
was-
out of her?
when was the
What
last
did
time
you
you saw-
what did you want out of her performance?
I wanted
Maybe
her, I wanted
Something
her to tell a bunch
above.
of bugs how much she loved them.
What is it?
Love
What was
you
it? What I
all.
said about what's her name from Black Christmas?
Olivia
Jennifer
Hussey.
Connelly.
You just don't like pretty ingenues. You
Jennifer
weirdo.
Connelly constantly looks like she's being mildly inconvenienced throughout the entire movie. Like a Goblin
mildly
King has literally stolen her brother,
Uh,
and she's like, "Well, can I get him back?"
Well, this sucks. When can I get to the mall? Okay, all right.
And he's
I
like,
get it.
"You have
I see
13 hours."
I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah, you have
I see what
13
you're-
hours, and she's like, "Well, that's not fair."
yeah, it's
Well,
just
you
like
know what,
Maybe
though?
it was
She's
just
supposed to
give
be a
him back
teenager, so
already.
maybe
Jesus
this-
Christ!
Is that where Chris
Parents are
Rock
gonna
got
be
his
upset.
acting lessons?
Chris Rock.
She never once looks like she's smelling a fart, though.
No, she does not.
She's just amazingly beautiful, and it's just like when I was a kid, she was older than me, so I was allowed to think that. And
Well, yeah. So I was 13 when I came, and she was like 16, I think.
She was 16, and David Bowie was like 30.
Well,
and you
yeah.
could believe the sexual tension
a little
between
problematic.
David Bowie and
Yeah, a little problematic.
the 10-year-old. I don't think she was that, but whatever.
Either way,
Oh, Brian Henson played Hoggle. Oh. Sorry.
Interesting.
great movie,
All right.
absolutely amazing movie.
Yeah, who brought up Labyrinth? That was Abby.
Me.
Yeah, good
Oh.
one. That would be a good one to do a watch along with y'all.
Yeah.
I'd have a hoot.
It'd be worth it.
Guess up to me.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to go with a movie that I appreciate. I do enjoy it. It's not my favorite of this director's, but I understand why a lot of people do put it up there. I'm going with John Carpenter's They Live.
Son of a bitch. That's on my list. Ah,
Oh my god, that never even
Yeah.
even occurred to me.
Didn't
Nice
even
job.
cross my. I'm
nice
always
job.
I was thinking of like disabilities for some reason, and like that's totally
That's where I
Yeah.
went, like blind, deaf.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which you could argue that everybody in the movie is blind. It's only the guys, thanks
Yeah.
to the glasses, can actually see.
Exactly.
What a great
That's where you get all that
Mm.
QAnon bullshit. And it is
I
really
see what
funny
you
when
did
you see
there,
those
sir.
people think that, They Live is for them.
CBR. You
It's
got a big
literally
old
about the
brain.
opposite.
Oh,
That was a good pick.
yeah.
But I do. Yeah, I don't know. Am I the only one? It's not Carpenter's greatest, right?
Well,
It's
only
not his
because he's
greatest, but
made
it's a great movie.
amazing other movies. I think it's
It's up
top
there.
Like
tier.
Ghosts of Mars.
No,
They
Like
Live
I
is
would
one of
rather
my
watch Ghosts of
Carpenter
Mars than
movies.
They Live.
well, that's wrong.
No,
You're just
They Live is a really good movie.
Opinions are subjective, except for that one. That's just
Yeah.
that's just wrong.
I mean, I would rank it amongst some of his best.
okay. So sorry. You know what? Let's remove
That's
that.
just because I watched it recently, and I'm like,
I
this is
mean,
fucking
would it have
great.
been better with Kurt Russell instead of Roddy Piper? Maybe.
No.
No.
No. You know what? I don't
I
think
don't know
so.
about that. Roddy's awesome.
I mean, the only reason that it's not Kurt Russell is because he was filming another movie at the time.
Well, I'm glad because Roddy he owned that.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
and
awesome
it was-
in it,
Yeah.
but
I can't.
he's playing every other Kurt Russell character in a John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
He's
Can't
Snake
remember who
Plissken, he
Carpenter
really is.
wanted other than
Oh, yeah.
Roddy Piper, because Roddy Piper was forced by the studio. He was forced.
That's not no. Carpenter had to force the studio to. They
I
did
thought it
not
was the
want.
opposite.
They
no,
did not
you're
want.
right. Sorry.
They did.
The
They did
studio
not
wanted
want.
somebody else. They wanted some
Yeah.
singer.
They were like this
A
professional
bigger
wrestler
name.
John Bon Jovi.
who was
John
in
Bon Jovi.
Sam Hell Goes to Frogtown. No, thank you.
Sorry. No, Adam's
actually,
right.
Sam-
Yeah, I got that mixed up. Carpenter was the one who wanted Piper.
I got to
Um,
hug Roddy Piper. I'm
and
just
look,
saying, my life.
I
Could,
think Roddy Piper's awesome in this movie. Like,
Yeah.
if you didn't know that he was a professional wrestler, would that even come to your mind that he wasn't like an actor or anything?
No.
No.
I think
he-
professional wrestlers have to be actors anyway.
Yeah.
He's
Especially if
perfectly-
they're playing the foil.
yeah, but there are definitely some better than others. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
Oh yeah. Is Roddy
Prince of
Piper a
Darkness.
better
I'd rather
actor
watch
than
Prince
The
of
Rock?
Darkness than this.
okay.
A better actor than The Rock.
That's a yes.
Oh, John Cena is leagues better than The Rock.
Oh, John Cena is actually a pretty good actor. I give him a lot of credit for
Dude,
Dave
John Cena's a brilliant
Batista.
Batista is the best
actor.
is the
Yeah,
Sorry,
best
Nicole, who'd you say?
actor
Dave
wrestler ever.
Batista.
Nicole, who'd you say?
I said John Cena is a brilliant comedic actor.
Yeah,
He's
he really is.
extremely
No,
funny.
he's hilarious. He
Has
really
anybody
is.
seen that new one he's in? What was it? Lemony
The
Snickety
Snicky?
or whatever?
Yes,
Ricky
Um,
Stinicky.
Ricky Stenicki. Yes,
Oh my god, it was so good.
that was the funniest fucking movie. That I've seen in a long time.
That was a Farley Brothers movie, eh? I
Hey,
didn't know that.
I don't know.
Like it was like Me, Myself, and Irene, Dumb and Dumber, like those guys.
And I love those movies. Yes.
Yeah. No, they hadn't done one in forever. They couldn't get the funding for it. That movie's
like-
been on the shelf for like 15 years.
Jeez.
It was originally supposed to be Jim Carrey who played John Cena's role.
that's insane.
Damn. Well,
Roddy-
I'm glad they
Ro-
got John Cena because he was brilliant.
Oh, he
He
was
was.
good.
He was fantastic.
Roddy Piper did have movie star qualities though. He was a good-looking
did.
guy.
He's a
Yeah.
good-looking
He was.
guy.
He also had like the comedic stuff down. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so. You know, and
It's a
you could
trap.
also he was also just believable as like a tough guy. You know,
And The
I
Rock
mean,
in
clearly.
Central Intelligence was very good. I don't care what anybody. That movie, fucking, I love that movie.
I love
You
that.
know,
I
the
don't even
thing,
know what
the
that is.
problem I have about The Rock is I don't think he's made a better movie than The Rundown, which was his first movie with
Great.
Oh, with what's his face?
Yeah.
the guy
Jeff
from American
Williams Scott.
Pie
Yeah, he's got the three names. Something
and
Scott, something
Christopher
or other.
Walken. I
Yeah.
think that's his best movie. I
Yeah.
don't think he ever, and that's the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger actually physically passes him a torch or something. Like, you're the new Arnold.
Do it.
Here's Maria
Um,
Shriver.
Oh,
I
was
argue
God.
that Doom is
Wasn't
probably
quite
the
like that,
greatest
but-
movie.
Doom is good. I do like Doom.
I like the game. I didn't have anything to do with the movie. Kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And also Rampage sucked. So there's that.
Mm,
I enjoyed
I
it.
like
Yeah.
Jumanji.
Did you? Okay.
San Andreas is a pile of shit.
He's just so muscular now that it's
It's-
hard to take him serious. And when I'm just a normal guy, like I'm just a
Carla
normal-
Gugino was in San Andreas, so I'm kind of biased.
San Andreas. Okay,
Yeah.
she's hot.
And
The rundown was awesome. It really
The
was.
Rundown
Walking
was
Tall
awesome,
was pretty
though.
good too. Walking Tall
Yeah,
kind of had
you know
that
what?
I
Yeah,
like
that
that
would
have
one
vibe.
actually.
Walking Tall would be his second best movie, I think.
Hmm.
But like he's in all these like Fast and the
Oh, yeah,
Furious movies,
that
like
elect-
collaborations with other actors.
How did we get talking about The Rock?
I don't know where that
but
came.
Alexandra Daddario.
Well, we were talking about They
was
Live
just-
Talking
and Roddy
about,
Piper.
Oh, Roddy
wrestler
Piper. Okay,
becoming
wrestlers.
actors.
Okay.
I said, is
They Live was
Roddy
great.
Piper a better actor?
But we
than,
can bring it back to They
Rock.
Live.
Yes. Ray Ban.
You know what They Live
John
does
William
have
Scott.
that-
Thanks, Olin.
Yeah, Sean William Scott was.
I knew there was a Scott, and I knew we had.
Like
three
I think
names,
that's
but-
like his second. I think that is his best movie by
So nobody
far.
did Sean William Scott earlier.
Yeah, who cares about him? I don't.
Keith David. I just
Yes.
wanted to quickly bring
I
him
care
up.
about him.
Because he was in this. He was in The Thing. Carpenter needed to collaborate with him more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if it was Keith David in The Ward instead of what's her name, Amber Heard. I feel it would have been a much better movie.
I think if you just take out Amber Heard and all
You could
her
put a
movies and
cardboard
put Keith
cutout
David,
Of King Charles, and it would do better than
Old sausage.
Amber Heard is no longer the Queen of Atlantis. It's Keith David.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
To be honest, I'm kind of glad this got so derailed for They Live, because what are we going to say about the movie that hasn't already been said?
Yeah, it's
I would much rather have King
Everybody's
Charles
seen,
cutouts. And
Well,
the South Park fight between Jimmy and Timmy.
what would you?
oh yeah,
All right, so
there's something
where
to
would
say
you
about
where would you rank They Live in the Carpenter hierarchy?
it. Oh,
In my top 5.
God. Top 3.
I agree. I agree with Abby. I agree with Nicole. Let's see. So you have Halloween,
Be top 3 for me.
The Thing.
The Thing,
Prince of
I would
Darkness.
go. I
from
would
New
go.
York.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble.
Oh,
in
yeah.
New York.
Yeah. Top 5.
And then I would go They Live, I think. I would put They Live over Escape from New York, I think.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would too,
They
actually.
Live doesn't crack my top 5.
The Fog.
I like The Fog, but I'm not gaga about it like a lot of horror fans are.
See, I like that late '90s Carpenter though, that a lot of people don't seem to like. Like I like Mouth of Madness. I
I
like
loved Mouth of
Vampires. I
Madness.
like Ghosts of Mars.
Yeah.
Vampires.
I like those,
Keith
but I still wouldn't put it above They Live.
No,
I would.
neither.
Nicole?
What, put Vampires above They Live?
Yeah.
No.
Or In the Mouth of Madness.
No.
I
They
don't know if I
Live
would put it above,
I
but
had to
I
think
love
about
it.
it, but- Because I do. Me too. I love In the Mouth of Madness. Love it. But They Live
They Live
is
is no.
Yeah, so I think I have it as 4th.
It's in my top 5, but my top 5
Halloween,
a lot.
The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, and then They Live.
Halloween doesn't even crack
And
my
I think
top
that's
5.
I think
Yeah, it
that's
doesn't crack mine either.
Uh,
My top, like
I
Prince
know.
of Darkness, The Thing, Mouth of Madness, Ghost of
Halloween doesn't
Mars,
crack your top
Vampires.
5.
As
Wow.
far as Carpenter movies, no.
Yeah.
I would rather watch They Live or Big Trouble or
What's your full? Well, all right, what's your top 5, Nicole? I'm really curious.
oh God. I
Well, you
can't
didn't
put
say
them in
what
parti-
you have. You
I
have to
know,
know.
but
You
I
said it
can't
wasn't
put
Chris.
them in particular order. I'm just
Well, you
random.
don't. You can say no particular order. That's
No
fine.
particular order. The Thing, They Live, Big Trouble in Little China, Prince of Darkness.
One more.
In the Mouth of Madness.
E.
Ghost of Mars.
E.
Ghosts
Alright.
of
I've never
Mars.
seen Ghosts of Mars.
I don't think
Why
I've
do you
seen
love
it
Ghosts
either.
of Mars?
Um,
Why do you love that? Other than it's just
Because
it's not
it is
good.
the perfect
Pam Grier.
love letter to just
Yeah, but it's not good.
grindhouse
It's
Neither is
cinema.
Moulin Rouge,
It's
but he
not
wasn't
good.
that fucking movie.
There's
It's
like
not
nothing
Moulin
good
supposed to
about
be.
it.
Beautiful.
It's supposed to be schlocky.
Oh, I hate that term, schlocky. Like you can put that
Anyway,
on.
I'm not.
You can
This is
attach
not
that
turning
to
into it. This is
anything.
not turning into a John.
You can
Carpenter
attach
movie.
that
No,
to like an
no,
air fryer
let's
movie,
put a
for
pin in
example.
that.
And then it's like,
All right,
oh
They
shit.
Live,
We're gonna
First
we're gonna put
Fight.
a pin in that. We're gonna put a pin
Yes,
in it.
put a
It's
pin in
another
that.
night. That's a whole nother night.
Did we ever have a
Okay, fair enough.
Carpenter?
I don't
Hangout?
think we did.
Yeah, we ever had a Carpenter night, Clint?
I don't think
Sure.
so.
Put it on the list. There you go.
We
Carpenter
totally
Hangout.
should. We totally should.
Yeah, we should.
That's going to be like a 7-hour hangout. You know that, right?
Yeah,
I'm
It's gonna
gonna
be
like
me and Adam
that.
yelling about Ghosts of
Whoa,
Mars for 4.
why don't I
4.5
see
and a half, 7
myself?
hours.
And I'll have to watch Ghosts of Mars.
Do you guys see me?
Yeah, I'll have to watch it too.
Yes, we
frozen.
see you, Adam.
You're
Well,
frozen.
let me know if you can.
You're
stay awake
frozen.
First time we watch it.
You're frozen, looking off into
Alright.
the distance.
I'm gonna back out then.
It's funny. You're
From a
looking-
distance.
Do I look good?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got, you
yeah,
got
Yeah, you
totally.
do. You look
Like-
You look
like you're contemplating something deep
Like you're
inside.
smelling
you
something
got
good.
pensive face.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like
I think
a
about
smell
things.
just
So
entered the room.
I'm
and you're
thinking
trying
like
to
all
determine
the
what it
time.
is.
I'm always thinking.
That's you.
You know what? Just before we get off Carpenter, my biggest problem with making a list, I have yet to actually watch Big Trouble in Little China in its entirety.
What?
What the fuck, dude? Watch
Aren't we
that
doing that one
fucking
soon?
movie.
You know, Ryan.
No,
we're
and this
doing
is
that one
totally
soon.
my fault.
Yeah, it is.
I own it. I own it on DVD.
Oh.
Like, I just
At what
It's a
point?
great-
At what point did you break from that movie and you were like, I don't need to watch the rest of that?
I always get excited to watch it, and for whatever reason, the only time I ever have to watch it is just before bed, and I always fall asleep while I'm watching.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
And at no fault to the movie, because what I've seen, I enjoy. It's just I'm that
Yeah.
tired.
No,
fall
I don't
asleep.
fault the movie. I don't fault the movie. That's for sure.
Don't fault your
but I
exhaustion
do feel
either.
if
There
I-
is no excuse. No
I
excuse
fault you.
at all. I want to get my passport just to come up to Canada and slap you in the face. Jesus Christ.
holy
How
shit.
can you not have seen Big Trouble in Little China? It covers every genre. Action, horror, comedy. It's everything in one movie.
It is a great.
And it's
movie.
Kurt
Okay.
Russell.
No, you know what?
Sleepless.
All right,
That's
sleepless.
better.
It's mannequins. Kim Cattrall. Sorry.
I never think of it. At the end of the day.
That's the
Um,
really hot electric guy. The Asian, one of the 3 storms, the electric guy.
Oh,
Looks
what's his
gorgeous.
face? Yeah.
Okay.
He was just at a convention.
The 3 storms. How can you not? Oh my
Was it?
God. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed in myself.
I'm disappointed.
You don't know who Lopan is, or you do?
That was what's his name?
You mean 10-foot tall Lopan or the little basket case on wheels?
my
Come
God, I love him.
on.
Okay, I have an alarm set in my phone right now for 11 a.m. tomorrow. Watch Big Trouble in Little China.
I don't believe it.
Ryan,
Text me
Meanwhile, it's
before,
just for
'cause
your
I'll watch it
diabetes
with you.
medication.
Ryan, I'm teasing. I can't. I haven't seen Labyrinth or Little Shop of Horrors, so I cannot say shit.
But
about
I
who's
want
seen
to
what.
watch Big Trouble in Little China. And thank you for assuming I have diabetes.
You just made Adam spit his drink out.
I don't assume that.
I don't, by the way.
Good.
Pray.
I might. I just wolfed down chicken quesadillas like they were my job.
I do
Well, that's
actually.
cholesterol.
Ah,
Let's get it all out on the table.
Get all on the table.
I just never go to the doctor. That way you don't have anything.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly
God.
right.
it only happens. You only have stuff when they tell you.
Yeah, exactly. There's no formal diagnosis, so I don't fucking have that shit.
Anyway, on that note, I believe it's Adam's turn.
Yes.
That's right.
Follow They Live, Adam.
All right, so it's after 9 o'clock, so I can venture into other genres, correct?
Of course.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Anything you want.
So, have we all seen Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
Yes.
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 So
No.
that movie is, in my opinion, very mid
Yeah.
until they pluck Johnny
Blind.
Depp's eyes out,
And then all of a sudden,
and suddenly it turns into like one of the most badass movies I've ever seen. Like, and it doesn't even make any sense, like, because his character is repulsive. Like, he kills people for no reason. He kills people if there's this Mexican dish that he always orders. I don't remember what it is, but if he orders it and it's like above average, he kills the cook because he wants Mexico to stay.
so
Like
people don't know it.
And he's a CIA agent, but he's also obviously
Is
like
he a
a
Mexican or a
psychopath.
Mexicant?
Yeah.
But and the movie's plot is so fucking convoluted.
Uh-huh.
Like, I have no fucking idea what the movie is about. If you would even ask me, I had no clue. But I do
Isn't
know
it
this.
the trilogy with
Desperado.
Desperado?
Yeah,
and what was the
Desperado
second
and
one?
Al Mariachi.
Yeah.
I love Desperado. Desperado's
I've
I've never seen any
Yeah.
of those movies.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas
When they take his eyes,
when he was
he
super hot.
almost turns into like a totally different character. He's
Yeah.
who has seen this? What I'm
I've
I
talking
seen
about?
saw it in the theaters
seen it.
actually.
It's been a while
Um,
since I've seen it.
Like, he's all in
Thanks, man.
black, and he's got the sunglasses on, but he has no eyes behind the sunglasses. So, and there's just these blood like trails that go down. So it
That was
almost
a better
looks like
shot.
it almost looks like he's crying blood or something. And then somehow it turns him into like a better shot where he's able to like, and I don't know, that scene, that character always stuck out to me. That movie is so mid, like, I have no reason to revisit it except when that fucking happens to that character. That turns that movie into like, I don't know. It's almost must watch from that point forward. It's really 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 good. His character is so cool after that, and
don't
it doesn't
know
really
that.
make any sense, but it's awesome.
It doesn't have to make sense.
That's true.
Yeah.
Danny
Yeah.
Trejo is probably in it, and
Right.
Antonio Banderas.
The thing I remember most about Johnny Depp's character is he loved to wear a fake arm.
Yeah, that was his way of beating people to the
shot.
draw
Yeah.
because they didn't think he was armed
Yeah.
when he was
But
actually
then he
had
has
a
extra
gun.
arms.
Yeah,
So he had a fake arm on the table so he could like have a gun and shoot them under the table.
right.
So fucking weird.
Nobody's seen this.
I haven't.
I have. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. I like Desperado better, but I did enjoy. Once Upon a
Desperado's a
Time.
better movie. There's
Do you-
no doubt. But
Do you agree with what I'm saying? That, like,
Yes.
the movie gets better when that happens to him?
Yes, definitely.
yeah, I haven't seen it since it came out in the theater. So I remember, like I said, the only thing I remember is like you said, the blood stains, him becoming like this amazing shot, and him asking somebody if they were a Mexican or a Mexicant. Because I've used that since then. But
Sorry, I found that really funny for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, it's the notorious rivalry between Canada and Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have that.
You're the bookends.
Wow. Personally, I'm an American, not an American.
or can't. Are you a Mexican or a Mexican? So Well, that's
All
a
right,
good pick,
well-
sir. I like it.
Definitely. Clint.
All right. I'm gonna bring up kind of an old one, but not as old as some of the ones we've talked about already.
Don't you do it.
Don't I do it? Don't you do it? How many people are familiar with a movie called The Eyes of Laura Mars?
Oh, I
Good-
saw that movie.
good
That's a good
movie.
movie.
Good movie.
What's
Um,
her face? Isn't that
Faye Dunaway.
Faye Dunaway? Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
This is like I should not have seen this movie if I'm being honest with you. And I only say that because it's like this is not a popular movie for people to watch. I had a job, my last job, where I like it was a repair type job, and one of my duties was like fixing VCRs and shit like that. That's how long ago this was. And yeah. And I would have like test cassettes to work on the stuff. And one of the ones that we had was because the shop that I worked in used to be like a rental store. So they had very few of them left. One of them was The Eyes of Laura Mars. So I saw this fucking movie because I was testing VCRs with it. It in reality, this is not a bad movie.
It's a great movie. The cast is insane.
Yeah. And I don't remember a ton of it other than her character, who I think is a photographer, but I could be wrong.
Yes, she's a photographer.
Um,
A fashion photographer.
okay. And then she gets flashes of what a killer sees as he is performing his murders. So she her vision is blanked out and replaced with the vision of this murderer whenever he's in the process of killing somebody. And then the coolest part of the movie is basically towards the end when he's after her and she can no longer see what's directly in front of her, and she is actually seeing what the killer sees as he's following her. It's a very fucked up look.
Tommy Lee Jones is actually young in this. I just want to put that out
Wow.
there.
Holy
Like Tommy
fuck.
Lee has never been young a day in his life except for this movie.
Yeah.
I'm
He
looking
did
at the
this
trailer
movie
right
and
now.
immediately became old. And so
After this, Brad Dourif, Renee Auberjonois,
Who?
Raul Julia. Come on, there's like everybody in this movie.
that's right.
Renee, what?
He does look really young. in this.
Auberjonois. The guy from Benson.
Oh, Olin is apparently an American.
Me too, Owen.
Yeah.
Me too.
And Paul says, "Happy birthday, Alan."
Thanks, brother.
There you go.
Renee Auberjonois.
It's so fucking crazy.
That's his name.
And evidently even Brad Dourif was in this somewhere. Although
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Brad
Yes.
Dourif.
Renee-
I think he
Renee
plays the young guy that they think is the
Auberjonois.
murderer, and it's not him. Renee Auberjonois.
That's so fucked up.
It's
That's
funny
okay.
that like we're all yawning at 10:30, which I totally understand. We used to do this shit for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
How did we do that?
I don't know.
Well, to be
You
fair,
remember
we started
those
at
days?
7. We started at 7 before.
It's my fault. I've turned you all into a bunch of lightweights.
It's Quinn's fault.
Nicole and I are over 50. That's all I'm going to say. Although she's probably the only one that's still awake.
No, man, it would be 1 a.m. and we'd still be going. That's all I'm saying.
That's
I'm
fair.
the one that shouldn't be awake.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. But that is a good movie. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually pleased that a few of you have heard of this one, because I thought maybe it was one of those forgotten movies that.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it's a classic.
Awesome. Who the hell made this movie? Like, I feel like this is important. Writers: John Carpenter.
What?
What?
Yeah, he's listed as one of the writers.
He is. He wrote
David
the
Zelig
screenplay
Goodman and Tommy
the
Lee
story.
Jones. Thought that's why it stuck out to me. Oh, look at this.
Hello.
Boom!
Hey, Paul.
Hey guys,
Paul.
Hey,
how's it going?
what's up, bitches?
It
So,
is
Paul.
going. How are you?
Not too much. I fell asleep earlier, and then I don't know.
And then you
I
woke
totally
up.
like missed that you guys were doing this.
Oh, sweet.
So,
That's all right.
We're always here.
but
Um,
Ryan, my time is Ryan. We're on the same screen together at the same time, so I can't say that he's like a doppelganger and we're pretending to be like mistaken identities.
Uh huh.
Are they
That's
the
right.
same person?
That's right.
have you ever seen them in the same room together?
Yes.
Have they-
yes, I
People
have.
have seen us in the same room together.
Was that really you?
Can you prove that?
Yes. What is even happening right now?
We're the two people that like Carnosaur too.
Oh,
Oh, you
shit.
like Carnosaur too, Paul?
I do.
Who
I love
doesn't
Roger
like
Corman.
Carnosaur too?
I don't.
You gave it a. I knew it. I fucking knew it. You.
What did I give it? I give it like a 3.5.
5 stars.
I definitely didn't.
That
give it
is
a
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Well, it was also. I mean, whatever. It's not. Our scores aren't eternal.
Yeah.
It was also to make you feel good.
I knew it.
That week
Yeah.
it was 3.5.
Yeah. What did you give it? Like a 3.5 face caresses out of.
That's
5?
hysterical.
Yeah.
Yes, the face touching.
Well, I mean, I did have a fun time with it. It made me laugh, but I like it. I like it more in a make fun of it tone than I do. Like, I think it's an awesome movie tone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not better than Aliens, let's be honest, but it's a fun time.
Well, bring out the PowerPoint, right? No, I'm
And
just kidding.
And if I get you guys will roll your eyes because
you're gonna give me, you're gonna flip me off because I like Aliens better than
No,
Carnosaur
it's
2.
more the PowerPoint comment.
But you made a PowerPoint. I didn't make that up. You made a
No.
PowerPoint.
That really did happen.
Yeah, you did it.
It did.
So-
But like,
Oh.
another way that I'm like Ryan is that like I also love Alien 3.
Huh.
I-
Interesting.
Like it.
Are we the same person?
I could
Are
get
we
down
the
with a
same
like.
person?
I could get down with a like that movie. Love.
I like that movie,
Favorite
Yeah,
horror
like
movie
is
ever?
but I
fine.
also
Like
like
is
Alien
fine.
4, so
Love.
I know.
Love.
It's a good movie.
Love makes me itchy.
Yeah.
Love
We're getting
makes
off
me
topic
itchy.
again.
Yeah,
Us?
it's a good movie. I get a lot
What's so
closer to
unlike
love
us?
whenever you start throwing Resurrection. into
I
the mix.
love America. I love Alien 3.
You live
The
with
one
me.
with the pedophiles and the rapists. That's all in the sewer on Pluto. It's a
on
great movie.
Pluto.
Ludo.
Fucking awesome. Great movie.
It's great.
Who's up?
I have no idea where we left
I
off.
can go.
Nicole's up.
Are you sure?
Am I?
Well, we could go backwards. I mean, since Paul just showed up. Unless you got
Oh.
one right in the chamber there, Nicole.
I always got one in the chamber.
All right.
Paul, do you
Yeet.
want to put one out there and then we'll get back to me since Clint just went?
I don't care. We can. I don't want to fuck things up either.
No, go ahead. One's not fucking anything up.
I was just. I literally just joined to make sure that Italian horror was represented. So I can go whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Go-
That is
Go.
Spanish though, right?
No, I saw Tombs of the Blind Dead, which is Spanish, correct? But I have an Italian one,
Okay.
so we can go whenever.
Just go.
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna go with Fulci's The Beyond.
Dude, why'd you go? It's not even your turn.
And they said just for me to go.
I'm just
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just fucking with you, Paul.
The Beyond. All
kidding.
right.
The Beyond. Oh yeah,
Now,
everybody
you got
turns
the blind
blind.
chick.
Yes,
Everyone turns blind.
yes,
That's a good one, actually. That's a good pick.
That is a good pick.
I love The Beyond.
That is a good
I love
pick.
Fulci. I had to make sure that your podcast had a representation of Italian horror on it.
That's fair.
Okay.
But you don't like marinara sauce.
On mozzarella sticks.
So what do you like
That's
it on?
because like most places have bad marinara sauce.
That's true.
That's
I just
not
eat my
true.
I make
That's
mozzarella
not
sticks.
true.
I raw
It
dog
is
my mozzarella
100% true.
Marinara,
If
all
you-
you need is fucking crushed tomatoes, salt, and sugar. That's it.
Yeah, but it's always
Oh,
too much
sir.
sugar and it's sweet and it tastes weird.
Oh, sir.
Like when you get it from like a place that doesn't make Italian food,
Uh-huh.
like as their specialty, marinara is
I mean,
always fucked up.
I mean, you're not
Always,
eating
every
it with a
single fucking time.
spoon. It's not a stew.
I think
It's
we're
just
getting
it's
slightly
a
off
it's a
topic.
condiment.
It's
It's a
a
condiment.
it's a condiment that's easily fucked up like
All right, you guys got
90% of the
me for 20
time.
minutes. Let's go.
My audio like crapped out for 8 seconds and it came back. I have no fucking clue what's happening right now.
I don't
Mozzarella
either, and I've been
sticks.
listening to the whole thing.
And marinara sauce.
Marinara
We're on a
sauce.
tangent.
Marinara sauce on mozzarella sticks at like most restaurants is trash
Yeah, that's why they serve them at every restaurant.
because they don't know what to do.
Because it's delicious. Your
But
taste buds
beyond,
are
right?
retarded.
Yeah, I did the Beyond.
Your taste buds are absolutely retarded.
Wow. That's so politically incorrect.
For taste buds? All right, I'm
Uh,
gonna go. Good night, everybody.
Oh
my
my
What
God.
are you doing?
What?
Woo!
Oh, don't leave. We love
Adam.
you.
But you could put marinara on your thing.
No, it's fine.
Put marinara on your
You're
straw.
gonna miss my next pick.
Yeah. Marinara is
It's
I guess
another
I'll just hang
outside
out
the
and not
box.
talk.
just straight up tomato paste.
Let's jump to Nicole.
All right. My next pick is not mine because I have morals, and apparently
Oh.
Olin doesn't because he wants me to mention this one for him.
Oh my God.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, I like that one. The first one.
I'm not a fan only because of
Well,
Obvious
yeah, when I
reasons,
saw
so
it,
I
thought
have
it
nothing to
about
do
with
his
this movie.
history, but-
no, it was Justin Long is great. He's so great. And it's a great story and all. You know, I just can't stand to watch it because I know where it came from. But
Right.
Oh,
so
I-
my next pick is- what, Adam?
ahead.
Adam?
What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, what did you say?
I unapologetically love those movies because like
Oh.
the actors didn't defile anyone, the light people didn't defile anyone, the key
That we know
grip
of.
didn't defile anyone.
That we know of.
Right.
The person that did the score didn't defile anyone. The person that did the credits didn't defile anyone. It's one
Right.
person out of an entire production.
Yeah.
And fuck him for doing that, but it's not going to ever make me not love that movie. I love
Right.
that movie. I love the sequel, and that's all it is.
Yeah, the original was good. It was a good movie. It was creepy, and Jonathan Breck was great as the creeper.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, really good.
Justin Long is great in everything he does.
Yeah.
What
Horses.
what was the senses thing? I'm probably
The
just
smell.
missing it. Oh, the
He
smell.
smells
Yeah.
their fear. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
And he plucks their little eyeballs out.
Yeah, if I was going to shit on anybody for that decision, it would be the studio for giving that guy the job in the first place.
Yeah, because it already happened, and it's like
Right.
I
Exactly.
had already seen it and loved it, and then I heard like 2
Yeah, so
years
that
or
was
3
me
years
too.
later,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and I'm like, oh, he was a pedophile, and it's like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
'Cause I love that movie.
yeah.
And at that point, what am I supposed to do? Not love that movie? I already
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
too late. I already love it.
Go against your feelings.
I think Clint, I think it was Corrigan on the Jack of All Graves podcast.
Yeah.
She always says you're allowed to enjoy a movie. You find out later, like if you find out a person's a piece of shit after you already enjoyed the movie, you're
Mhm.
okay to continue enjoying the movie. But moving forward,
You don't support
You should-
somebody.
you should keep that in the back of
So-
your mind.
Yeah.
If
Moving
you knew
forward,
that, if you knew
got
that
it.
ahead of time, and watched Jeepers Creepers and ended up liking it,
would not be allowed to like the movie.
this person says that you're a piece
I'm
of
not
shit.
agreeing with it. I'm just saying that's what.
If
she
I knew
said.
ahead of time, I wouldn't watch the movie.
That's
Yeah,
and
like
that's
if
the
I would
thing,
have
yeah.
known that
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It
Like,
would have
I
been
mean-
a choice not to see it. But
I-
once I
I'm
saw
like
it,
a
I'll watch it again.
Film lover.
You know, I own that movie. It's not like.
I used to, and then I found out and I threw it in the trash.
Mm.
So,
But I
so
mean-
nobody watches like Roman Polanski or anything.
Oh, Jesus.
My thing with this has always been like everybody, talks about Jeepers Creepers and all this, but everybody seems to love Trick or Treat,
Mhm.
and that's a movie that's produced by Bryan Singer.
Well,
Man
now
who-
you're going way back, like producing and stuff.
But
This
he's
is
the one who
exactly
makes
what
all
I'm
the money
talking
from
about.
it. He gets the money from it.
But that's Michael Dougherty's baby, and I will never not support Michael Dougherty.
Right.
No, but
I
no,
was-
Adam,
No,
I
he's
would
talking about
support
Trick
him
or
in
But
Treat,
Adam,
the
I'm
one with
agreeing
Sammy
with you.
Kerr.
I like Trick or Treat. I like Jeepers Creepers.
I don't think that he is, Paul.
No, he's
But I'm
talking
saying-
about
I'm just saying, when do we draw the line?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
just enjoy the movie. Be
Yeah,
aware
well,
that these
it's
people
like-
are human garbage, and
Yeah.
separate the art from the artist.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to throw out all my Miramax movies and all those Quentin
Yeah.
Tarantino classics because
That
Harvey
all have-
Weinstein's a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
right at the top.
Right.
Like I hate it, and I hate that there are creeps in Hollywood, and I hate that there are so many creeps at the top, and that they, ruin so many lives. But it's just like I can't.
It's like I
They're
always
not
say,
the only one involved in the production. There are so many people that spent years of their lives on a film to make it good, and it's like we're discrediting everything just because of
Right.
one person, and it's just like I can't.
No,
do it.
I'm not going to say a movie's bad just because a piece of shit worked on it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
it's
but
like
the
I
only
say,
reason to
if we're going to
boycott
start
something
boycotting
is to-
movies
is
because
to
somebody
keep
involved,
the studios from involving
not gonna
those
watch
people in
anything.
further projects.
Right. And I'm not saying Jeepers Creepers is bad. It's a great movie. It is.
No. I know what you're saying. Yeah,
But
for sure.
I won't have anything really to do with it from.
And you're not wrong by
there on out.
by any stretch of the imagination for saying that or thinking that. It's just
Right.
Like, I found out about Salva after I had seen part 2 and I loved it. And I'll admit, like, that scene with all the football dudes, like,
Yeah,
shirtless
like-
on the bus
Mhm.
made me
Yeah, it's a
really
little
creepy.
Yeah.
well, he did powder too after that whole
Yeah.
thing.
He's not
Yeah.
even hiding it. Honestly, my biggest takeaway from all this is the amount of y'alls that are saying you love Jeepers Creepers too. That's
I love Jeepers Creepers too.
I like Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah,
too.
that
I'm not
one's
sure that I
alright.
would use the L word.
I love the
Love
farmers
Yeah.
that come
Yeah.
with the spear.
Yeah, I wouldn't
with
use the L
spear
word
gun.
either.
Jeepers Creepers
That
was
franchise is
fucking
one
cool.
great movie followed
That
by
fucking harpoon gun was awesome. I
Isn't
don't
what's
care
his
what anybody
face?
says.
That
Ray
opening with the
Wise, I mean-
scarecrows,
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
chef's kiss. That was terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I find that more rewatchable than the first one for some reason.
Yeah.
It's not a better movie, but I
really.
find
Okay.
it more rewatchable.
I know I'm not I'm used to being the one wrong in a lot of these conversations, but I'm honestly surprised that I'm wrong on this one. I'll say I did
Ryan,
not think
there-
that Jeepers Creepers
I don't
2
know that
was that loved.
You are not wrong on anything. I mean, these discussions are always opinions.
Of course.
We
Oh, no, he's been
disagree,
wrong
but you're
before.
not wrong. Nobody's
Yeah,
wrong.
I quotations wrong.
Yeah.
oh no, he's been wrong before.
Yeah, of course.
But no, I am honestly surprised that Jeepers Creepers 2 is,
Gets any
and
love?
it's not just you guys either. I've heard a lot of talk about it. It just
I think it's watching the high school football jocks get
Yeah.
killed that just has
Yeah,
a little bit of a.
It's
That was
not
enjoyable.
it's not a
Yeah.
good movie. It's a fun movie.
It's a
It's a
fun
fun
movie.
movie.
There's a
Yeah.
difference.
It's a popcorn movie. And the
Yeah.
farmer is incredibly handsome.
You know, seeing that dude without a
what's
head
his
going,
name?
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, what is the name of the creeper? Jonathan Breck.
Jonathan Breck is
Jonathan
the actor
Breck.
who plays him. Yeah.
The part 4. I don't know if y'all have seen part 4. Part 4 is
Mm-mm.
Terrible.
dog shit.
I haven't
The thing
seen
that
it
makes
yet.
it even worse is that they did not bring back Breck as the creeper, and you can immediately tell.
And it's a
Yeah,
whole new
it's the eyes.
director and writer and everything.
Oh.
Which
Not the same
again,
guy.
that could have really improved it
Could have.
Nicole just
because
said
you've
that
separated it now.
the farmer is handsome. That's Ray Wise.
Ray Wise.
That is
Yeah.
very wise.
He is. He's very handsome.
He's very
Jonathan
handsome.
Breck is a beautiful man playing such a
Mhm.
horrible, ugly creature. He is. He's very good looking.
Very
man.
handsome.
But you can tell in the eyes, Jonathan Breck has these big,
Mm.
bright blue eyes, So if they replace him, yeah, you're going to be able to tell.
And he emotes so like the joy the creeper gets and the anger, like when the creeper's
Yeah.
upset, he emotes that so well through all the makeup.
Yeah, he
Right.
does.
And yeah, that fourth movie just woof.
It's not good.
I don't know if I saw the fourth one.
I
The
never
third
saw
one's
the
not
third
good
one
either.
If y'all haven't seen
Yeah.
it, I do recommend just to see how bad the franchise can really go.
That's the one with Dee Wallace at the beginning, right?
Got me.
Yes,
I
she's
don't
in the
know.
beginning.
With the guy from Alien Nation, the TV show.
Oh wow.
Random, I know. I mean, I'm sure he's done
not
other
Mandy
things, but that's what I
Patinkin.
know him from. What's that?
Not Mandy Patinkin.
No, he was the movie, the TV show guy that played Matt Sykes.
Oh, the one who played Matt Sykes. Because I think Mandy Patinkin was in the TV show too.
No, he was in the movie,
Oh, I thought he was in the TV show too.
but the guy that played him was very good in the TV show. But not that we've gone off topic again.
Mm-hmm.
What were you talking about?
We were talking about Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, so that
Hmm.
means we're up to me, right?
Yes, Abby, you're up.
All right. So again, I'm going to go way off the topic because I feel like there's still a lot of horror movies to cover, but maybe not as off as Labyrinth was. But let's go with the movie X-Men
Mhm.
because Rogue has the power of touch where she steals
Oh, son of
your
a
life
bitch, you're
and
right.
your powers by the power of touch.
Wow.
So,
Nice. I like it.
little X-Men, little something, something.
That's right. That's right. Suck the life force out of you.
I mean, she killed her first boyfriend for crying out
I really
loud.
feel
Just
that the
give her
X-Men
this.
franchise as a whole has been the most mid superhero franchise of all time. As far as
Yeah,
the
love
movies
X-Men.
It started out strong.
Yeah, it did.
I loved the first two.
I love them. I shame
Part 2 is the highlight.
But Rogue's power has always been mid. Like she flies around. From what I understand, and I'm not a comic book nerd from any stretch of the imagination. Well, first of all, she doesn't fly at all in the movies.
No,
well,
they got
she
rid of that.
gets
She's
that
just-
power
She's
by
just Anna
killing-
Paquin looking like she sucked on a lemon.
She
It is Anna Paquin.
she gets that power to fly by killing a very powerful mutant.
Well, she gets it from what's her name from the MCU? The
Ms. Marvel.
Captain
or
Marvel.
something.
She gets it from Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Adam, I'm
You
not a
know,
comic book fan. Also, Adam. Well, yeah, she gets that power from Captain Marvel.
Oh, I know.
I
shit.
was a big X-Men comic book fan too back in the day. So
She's got that hot ass
I'm like
gray,
the Jack of
gray
all
streak in
trades.
her hair.
I know a lot about nothing and a little about everything.
I feel that in my soul.
She got that gray streak in her hair like Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
Or me. I have that too.
Okay.
Joe
Me
Beth
too.
Williams and Poltergeist.
Just from being old as fuck.
Mhm.
No, we
Says
lost
the
Oh, I got
guy
it all
that's
right here.
younger than half the people in this room.
I love you
Oh,
guys.
Ryan's probably the youngest one.
Have I
here.
tell you guys? Yeah, have I tell you guys that? I love you guys.
You did. We love you.
We love you.
Nicole, I love you.
I love you.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, man.
I wasn't talking about you. I'm just kidding. I love you too.
I still love
You're
you.
like, fuck off.
Dick.
You were in the bog of eternal stench.
I'm in the. Adam has classes. I'm in the tolerate class.
Wait, I looked away for a second. Where'd Paul go?
He must have been frozen or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm like,
he
I
jumped
literally
out.
like looked away. He's gone.
I actually love Ryan like a brother. I think we're very similar in a lot. We're so different in certain ways, and so alike in other ways, and that's why like it's kind of like having a brother where
Yeah, you
You
have
know.
good taste.
Yeah, and I have questionable taste, but we're
Canadian
equally passionate about what we like.
Well, yes.
But you're not
That's true.
wrong.
uh,
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Ryan.
gosh.
Oh, I'm up.
well the yawning is really
I
inspiring me.
know, it's
I know.
bad. Oh
So
my
tired.
God.
I've been outside all day. I'm exhausted.
My God,
I'm not
Um,
gonna
I went
get
to
upset.
Tampa today. That's in itself annoying.
you're in Florida.
Yeah, but
I was
Tampa's a
gonna
pain
say,
in the
Tampa's
ass.
just more of Florida.
It's the city.
All right, I've got one that's not really outside the box, but it's definitely more of a thriller than anything. Does anybody remember Jennifer 8?
That's on my list.
Oh wow.
I love that
That's
one.
one of the only ones I thought of for this, but I only saw it once and I didn't remember
Uma
anything except that she was
Thurman.
blind.
Yeah, well, serial killer is going around and killing a bunch of blind
Black
women,
women.
and they're all Jennifers. But it turns out that they all, spoilers for a 30-year-old movie now.
Something-year-old movie. Yeah.
They all went to the same school for the blind together.
Hmm.
And he's, for some reason, and again, it's been a hot
He
minute
was
since I've
the
seen it too.
son
Why
of the
did he want to
teacher?
kill all them?
I think he was the son of the woman that ran the school or something. He was
Because he's not blind.
no, and he's got
Probably
mama
just
issues.
hates the name Jennifer.
He just hates Jennifer's.
Fucking Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I actually saw it recently again.
Oh, it's always been one I've been meaning to rewatch, but there's a lot of movies that I need to give a watch. Big Trouble in Little China, for example.
Or a
I
first
feel that
watch.
kind of take precedence before Jennifer 8, so it
Yeah.
always kind of keeps falling down on my list.
On
Gotcha.
one of my servers, I don't remember which. Someone had put it on there recently, and that's why I watched it again. Plus,
Wow.
But yeah, I brought up Jennifer 8 because I'm literally out of ideas at this point. I did have a few. It looks like, well, it does look like a couple of them were brought up before I got here.
Yeah.
No one even brought up Helen Keller yet. What the fuck?
I know,
Are
right?
you talking about the Miracle Worker?
Yes, Miracle Worker.
Well, your turn's next, buddy.
yeah, I
She
was
was
just going to say,
blind,
it's your turn.
Deaf, mute.
You have to talk about the movie though, like
Her
Helen Keller.
knees were not sensitive to touch.
God. Is that your choice, Adam? Because we're up to you.
No.
Oh, no.
What is my choice? I think it's another off the topic one. Oh, 1 second. Can't remember his names. Oh, Blind Fury. Rutger Hauer.
Oh, have I seen this?
Gotta look it up.
That sounds really familiar to me.
Terry O'Quinn, Rutger Hauer.
Oh, I remember this cover art.
Is a blind guy that is a master
Sword
samurai.
fighter.
Yes.
Like it
Yeah.
doesn't even
Oh.
matter. It doesn't even matter that he's blind.
Nope, not at all.
Anything that matters is that he's Rutger Hauer.
Exactly.
R.I.P.
I have seen this. This is unlocking a lot of memories.
Memory unlocked.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, and it's showing the trailer right now, and it's got the old RCA Columbia Pictures logo.
Isn't that great? It's beautiful.
Oh my God, I
It's
have seen this.
Beautiful. Yes, you have. I bet. I 100% guarantee you have seen this.
This is one of
I
those
thought it
movies
was a
that I
canon
wound up
film.
like.
Guess it's not.
My dad would always take me, my dad only had us on the weekends, and half the time he'd take us to his buddy's place, and they just watch these action movies. Like that's how I saw RoboCop.
Awesome.
And I have seen this. because of that.
And the director is Philip Noyce. Sorry.
When you went to Dad's place, was it awesome? Like, were you like
Oh
excited?
yeah, it
to
was a
go?
hoot. We'd always get like Chinese food or pizza. We'd watch movies. We'd watch wrestling. I didn't even like wrestling, but because I was at Dad's, it was like
Super cool.
You
Yeah.
saw him every weekend or every other?
every weekend. Which, in hindsight, good for Dad because he was a trucker, so the dude was like on the road 5 days out of 7, and he spent those 2 days that he had not in the truck with us. So good on him.
Good on
Is
him.
he still around?
Oh yeah, I honestly saw him more when he was a trucker than I do now, but that's half my fault. So yeah, sorry to bring up that, but yeah, no, just I have seen this.
No, I asked you questions. That was my fault.
What are we on?
Blind Fury, Rutger
Oh.
Hauer.
I feel like I saw it when I was a kid. Because, like
I
Ryan
bet you
said,
have.
it looks familiar. Like the scenes that I'm watching on IMDb look familiar to me.
No, you're watching it right now.
Well,
These kind of action movies don't exist anymore. Like these were
No.
like a dime a dozen back in the day.
Just action movies, just action movies.
Yeah. And it's almost like a joke at this point, like a blind ex-veteran who also happens to be a samurai.
Right.
Like,
Don't breathe.
Don't Breathe, exactly. And Don't Breathe was such, like, everybody praised how different it was.
Oh
but
my
back
god,
in the
the
80s,
perfect versus movie would be Blind Fury meets Don't Breathe. You know how they do. You know how they do, like
I would
Lake
just,
Champlain versus Alligator or whatever the fuck it is.
yeah. I would like to believe it's the two of them facing away from each other. Yeah. Anybody else? Clint, have you seen this?
Which one are we talking about right now?
The Elephant Man.
Blind Fury.
Eh,
Oh fuck! Blind
Fury?
Fury. No, I did not see this one. I feel like I should. This is one that I've
Oh my
known
god,
of
is this on
its
2 weeks? I'm
existence.
totally going to watch this again.
And
This
I
would
do,
be an awesome
I,
watch along.
I do love Rutger Hauer.
Yeah, me too.
He got a lot weirder
He
in
wasn't
his older
given a lot of
years.
he wasn't
Yeah.
given a lot of shit.
And I shouldn't say that because he did some weird shit when he was young.
Yeah,
That's true.
You know what I mean?
he was legit a weirdo.
Yeah. Like he did not shy away from a role just because it was fucking strange. 'Cause
Probably attracted
how
him.
many fucking sci-fi movies did he do? He did some that I really loved.
Split Second.
Split Second was good, but the one that I remember
Yeah, Split Second.
absolutely loving.
I can't remember the name of it.
Oh fuck! Now I'm
Lady
drawing a
Hawk.
blank
Lady
on
Hawk.
it. Lady Hawk was awesome. That is a
Oh,
good movie.
shit. What do you? I know what
Um,
you're thinking of.
Deadlock. Deadlock is an amazing movie. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Mm-mm.
No.
Then what am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Daryl Hannah. I think Harrison
Whose
Ford
turn was
in
it to watch, Nicole?
Daryl Hannah, Harrison Ford. What the fuck?
Oh my God! They
Oh,
they
you
remade
talking
it.
about Blade Runner?
Blade Runner. Thank you.
Oh,
I
love
love
Blade
Blade Runner.
okay. Yeah.
I still never
Yeah.
saw the second one.
Well, they
but-
kind of did a sequel for it. It wasn't really a remake.
Yeah.
Because
No,
The
it
one
wasn't
with Ryan
It was part
Gosling is
2049.
amazing.
Yeah, it's a sequel. It's not a remake.
I think
and
it's.
I heard
I
it's
think
very
it's.
good.
I think it's better than the original. I really do. And I know that's
I'm inclined to agree.
coming. And I love the first Blade Runner, but I think it's. I
Yeah.
think it's a lot better. I think it's a lot better.
It
I'm gonna
manages to keep all of everything that made the original Blade Runner great, but at the same time, it's much more approachable as a movie. Blade Runner 2049 is fantastic.
You don't have to read anything or listen to any director's
Mhm.
commentary to understand what's happening in a scene. Like it's all laid out, and and the original movie has so much to do with it, but not to a point where like you're rolling your eyes, like, oh, this is why we're Harrison Ford's here. Like it all makes sense. It's like perfect.
Perfect.
It's a really good movie.
Agreed. Flint.
Yes. Oh, we're at me? Okay. Well, I'm going to throw out Silence of the Lambs.
That was on my list.
For two reasons. It technically falls into smell and it falls into sight. The reason why I say that is because Anthony Hopkins' scene where he can smell the skin cream on Clarice his character, and also sight because
In the
the
dark.
final scene in the dark with the night vision goggles, where Jodie Foster is about to
Kill or
buy
be
it.
killed.
Yeah, she's about to get it.
about
So
to
yeah,
get it.
exactly. She's about to get it. She can get
Right.
it.
Get it.
And
I saw
also,
that.
it has taste when you think about it. Hannibal the Cannibal. Just saying.
Oh well, you know,
Yeah.
if you want to go that.
Because I had
far. All
Hannibal
right.
on my list, but not Silence of the Lambs.
That's a
I
good call.
had both. Yeah, Hannibal.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
I saw Silence of the Lambs in the movie theater, and that final scene was fucking terrifying to watch in the theater.
I bet.
When he was right behind
One of
her.
the main reasons I don't park next to bands.
And
I don't either.
I just wrote Silence of the Lamps. That was cool.
Or the lamp screaming, Clint.
So the lamps are burning bright, Clarice.
The lamps.
The lamps. Very good narration, Abby.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Good one. I like that.
Yep.
Good call.
All right. My next one is Sight. It's sci-fi, and it's one of my favorite movies ever. I'm going with Pitch Black.
Oh, I love that one. That is a good one.
And
Nice.
that's definitely Sight. Yeah.
I was wondering if that was coming up.
Yeah.
What
Had his
makes it your
eyes all
favorite? Is it Vin Diesel that you love? I know you have an affinity for actors. I'm just wondering, what is it about that movie that makes it your favorite?
I love it. It's original. The cast is great. I love Rhoda Mitchell is on my
Yeah.
list. Like she's
It's been a minute since I've seen it.
Rhoda Mitchell.
It's the best out of all of the Riddick movies, if you ask
Yeah.
me.
Well,
Definitely.
that's by leaps and bounds, I think.
Yeah, Pitch Black is it's just a great fun.
It was never meant to be a
Definitely.
franchise
I don't think so.
No.
either. Yeah.
mm-mm.
based
I love it.
around Vin Diesel's character,
Yeah.
who was just kind of there. And then
Yeah.
in the next movie, he's like the chosen one.
Yeah.
Like,
He just happened to
so-
survive the crash and on the planet
Right.
that has an eclipse where the monsters come out and he just happens to have eyes that can see in the dark. And I thought it was great. It was fun. It was when they were
No, that
stuck in
was
the
cool.
cave with the light up bugs and they're scraping the labels off the whiskey bottles and filling them with the bugs so they have light, like it was just I love it.
That's a good one.
Got Keith David again too.
And Keith David, yeah.
Can't
I
go
forgot he's in that.
wrong.
There
What's
is
he
your
play?
guy.
Like a
That's
space
really
rock or something?
No, he's
Space
like a holy man or a
good.
priest. or
Yeah, he's
something.
like a priest type
Oh,
Yeah.
he is?
character. Yeah.
He's great in everything he's in.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time I ever see Keith David, I'm like, why haven't I seen more of you in my life?
Nice.
And one of his best movies was Men at Work.
With Emilio
I fucking
Estevez.
love that movie. Yes. He plays the supervisor that has to ride him, and he's having like Vietnam flash.
My God, I have not seen that movie
And
since
they
it
kidnapped
probably
the
first
pizza
came
guy.
out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My favorite Keith David performance has always been in. I don't know if you, for those of you that play video games, he's in a Grand Theft Auto ripoff game franchise called
Plays
Saints
Knuckles.
Row.
Oh, I've
And
heard of Saints
He
Row.
plays Vice President Keith David,
Nice.
and it involves.
He does the gargoyle voice, and that's kind of probably
Yes, he's Goliath.
love him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I still never got paid for that autograph. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Willy Wonka.
Not bitter.
He was Willy Wonka. What?
Willy Wonka. Joe's adds Willy Wonka to the list for
I don't know.
taste.
He's just like one of those guys.
Oh,
Like we're
yeah.
all about like diversity in films now, which I'm totally down
Yeah.
with. But it's like
And
he was staring you in the face. He could have been a fucking action star, and like people didn't cast him in anything.
It's so weird that he wasn't.
Like he was in The Thing, and he was in.
They
I mean,
Live.
like you know, everyone always lauds that They Live fight, but it takes two to tango. It wasn't all fucking Roddy Piper.
Oh, agreed.
You know,
Agreed.
he was there too, holding it out. And like Roddy Piper even said, because I've heard some interviews with him, he was like, not many actors could have went toe to toe with him during that scene. And being as
And make it
physical as he was,
believable.
and make it believable. And Keith
Mhm.
David was like, fuck it, let's
my beer.
go. Yeah, he was
And
like,
that's
fuck you.
Because that's the thing a lot of people don't get. Like that was like a 7-minute fight scene, and they're both exhausted at the end of it. They're not acting exhausted; they're fucking
No.
exhausted.
Yeah. And we have to
Um,
bring up Platoon for Keith David. I mean,
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
I'm looking at his IMDb right now, and I forgot.
we should do a Keith David hangout too.
I remember Requiem for a Dream from
That
him.
would
I'm
be
sorry,
cool.
and I know that's one of the worst.
He was
But
the
he's
ass
the
to ass
heroin
guy.
dealer.
No, he was
He's
ass to
the
ass guy.
Yeah, he's asked guy. Well, one of the guys in his house said that, but yeah.
Oh, that's
He
right,
was the
like-
guy that hosted the party.
He does a lot of voice work now too. Like I just recently watched Has Been Hotel,
I
which
love
is a
that
fantastic show, by the way. And he plays one of the main characters in that. He was the villain in The Princess and the Frog, which is a fantastic Disney movie.
I don't know. I'm gonna sound like a tryhard when I say this. Like, oh, Adam's so isn't he so progressive? But like, he should be just as known as Tony Todd. Like, he should be that kind of actor who's been in all these like awesome genre and horror
I
roles.
feel like he's
and it's
more
just like,
known than Tony Todd, personally.
I think he
But
is.
maybe-
Yeah. More people know who he is than they do Tony Todd.
I feel people like us know Tony Todd more,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
but
'cause
the
of
general movie-going audience would probably recognize Keith David more. Like
Yeah.
he was in because he's been in like stuff like Armageddon.
I don't think either one of
Yeah.
them are household names, to be honest with you.
No?
Either one.
No,
of
I'm saying, but like to recognize him at face.
Yeah. Keith David is another one of those actors where, like, the average moviegoer, like you said, Ryan, would see him in a movie and go, "Oh, I know him.
It's
Wasn't
that
he in-"
guy that was in
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah.
I guess I just like Tony Todd is more synonymous with like some iconic roles. Like he's
He's
Candyman
Candyman.
for crying
Yeah.
out
Armageddon.
loud.
It's so good.
Anyway, I'm drunk beyond belief and getting real tired. So I don't want to be disrespectful, but I think I'm gonna sign off just to.
You did
it's
good,
fine.
buddy.
Thanks
you know,
for coming.
And I don't mean to be distracted, but somebody's texting me right now and trying to like blackmail me or something, which is kind of fun.
what?
He was the arbiter in
Are you
Halo
serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
fucking ridiculous. So like here, let me
Someone
go
we know?
through. I have no idea. They won't tell me who they are. Let's see.
While you're live on.
Yeah. They say, hello, is this Amber? I'm like, no, this is their husband. So they're like, oh, oops, my Amber doesn't have a husband. May I know who I'm talking to? I'm like, just a guy married to a random Amber. And he's like, let me see, that guy married to a random Amber. I'm her ex-friend. Sorry, I'm her old friend. This is Lucy. I said, my name is Clint. Do you have a maiden name for her? They're like, no, like Luciana. And they send me this picture, some like Asian chick outside of a phone booth. And please show her my pic. I'm like, nah, I'm going to keep that to myself. I'll masturbate to it later.
Nice.
And then they go, I will tell her with a screenshot, Myers. Like, so they know my last name. I'm like, go for it.
Yeah.
Like-
We'll
like,
tell her
okay.
too.
I'm like,
She's
you know,
watching.
and I'm like, you don't know her, and she won't give a fuck. And so they show me the screenshot. I'm like, okay, try it.
Do it.
Oh my god.
They said, now you have a problem.
Oh, now you have a problem?
I said, if you say so. Like, who are you really? And they're like, why should I tell you? I'm like, why wouldn't you? And I'm like, I'll show my wife this entire exchange. Thinking she would care is folly. You know, I'm interested in who cares enough about me to threaten me. You know,
Tell your wife.
they said Hilltop Road, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? They're like, okay, show her. She will absolutely recognize me. Hey, question mark.
My God.
Oh, you
seriously,
got to
get
bring
her in here.
Amber
We need
into.
to-
I want to see Amber's reaction to this.
Yeah. I was like, I'll tell her in the morning.
This is
Oh, she's
amazing.
You got to let us know. Give us an update. Get it on video.
This is insane. People are nuts.
Yeah,
I love
I'll show her
everything
in the
about that.
morning. She's asleep. I don't even know who the fuck this is, but this is funny as hell. Anyhow, sorry.
I mean, it doesn't
Thank you
sound
for
like
the
it doesn't sound like it's anybody that actually knows you, or am I wrong?
Well,
who
it,
says
it seems
names?
like it's somebody who knows enough names. Like they know my last
They
name, they
searched
know
your
her first
Facebook
name.
and they see
You know
that
what I
you're,
mean?
But if it was somebody that knew you really well, then they wouldn't make
Yeah.
these like egregious errors.
Yeah. I feel
No,
like
it's
I
not
should.
really. I think
I
that's
feel
just
like
a-
I should send them some really nasty pictures or something.
Nice. how you like me now.
Yeah. It's like share these with her. You know, if you know her so well.
Know her so well that they texted you instead of her.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I do to all my close friends.
They're
Does
like,
it show who you're married to on
they're-
Facebook?
They're like, show it,
Yeah.
then you're ruined. I'll be like, okay,
You said that? Show it and you're ruined?
Bond villain.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, I'd be pissed at this point. I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Fuck you.
I would be eating this up.
I would be doing exactly what Clint is doing
Yeah,
right at this
I
very
It's so
moment,
110%.
funny.
which is amusing the fuck out of himself.
This
People
is
are
somebody
so
who's never
twisted.
been married fucking ever.
Yeah.
you're gonna ruin me with that. All right,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
You're ruined.
Your wife knows you, right? Like,
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
met you before.
I go to work, I come home. What the fuck you think I'm doing? You know what I mean? Fucking
That's
idiot.
funny.
I love it, and I love that it's happening while we're live.
Ah, fantastic. So, I'm
Well, I got another round in me now.
sorry.
Now I-
Oh my god, I missed so many comments. Carter Sword 2, lots of touching.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. Does the miracle worker count? How did Helen Keller burn her face? And answered the iron. Jesus Christ.
That ain't
Who
right.
said that?
That was
Mike.
Mike. How'd she but the other side they called back?
They called back.
I think he meant
How'd
how
she
to
burn the
burn
other side?
It's like, that's it, I'm out. Oh, jeez, I got angry emojis from the person on the other side.
Oh,
Oh.
boo.
I
We could all take turns messaging them.
Yeah, give us the,
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
give him
we
the
should
number.
post the
Number.
number.
Oh, hold on. Let me give that to you. It's an actual email address. Hold on.
Oh, cool.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah,
is this
yeah.
through Facebook right now, or your text messaging?
It's text messaging, but it's clearly
Oh, I'll text them right now.
yeah. Let me send
Let's
this.
all do it.
Let me send this to you guys in the freaking
Oh, I would do
chat.
it right live on the, but that's
Freaking
okay.
I'm gonna do it right this second. As soon as I get the
Morons.
number.
Same.
Yeah. There you go.
Fuck with one of us, you fuck with all of us.
I'm just gonna tell him. My friends want to have some fun too.
Now
They
we want to play with
will.
you.
Message you now.
Where are you putting it? Where did you put it?
Oh, I put it in
Oh,
the
I see
group
now.
chat. So that's the,
That's in
the email
so that
address that
goes-
is texting
okay.
me right now.
That's fantastic.
Cool.
Oh, good
Wait,
lord.
you can send a text message to an email?
Mhm.
You can
Apparently.
text. You can text from an email, which
Oh.
is weird.
My phone would let me do that. So I'll have to stand out of this one. Maybe it's a Canada thing.
What is
Oh,
everybody
okay.
texting?
I don't know.
How do you
I'll tell you in a
text an
sec.
email?
For whatever
Adam?
reason, their response to that was welcome.
Aw.
I'm only given the options to email.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, I have a text. Yeah, SMS, MMS.
There you go.
I can't do it while I'm on the call because then I'll lose you. But I will have fun with them
But I sent them kissing emojis because I thought that would be appropriate.
because, yeah. So I thought that would be
I don't know
appropriate.
who the fuck this is, but apparently they think they know me.
I
Silly
put in
rabbit.
my email,
All right.
my contact is fucker.
They think they can sync me with a single fucking text message? Go for it. I will show
Many
the-
before you have
I will
tried.
show the entire conversation to my wife. She'll be like,
That's
who the
hysterical.
fuck is this idiot?
You don't recognize them?
Yeah, I can't even send
Standing
him.
in
I
front
can't
of
send
the-
him a text. It only lets me email them.
You should email them then for funsies.
Mhm.
Oh, just email them and just say, hey, you're a cocksucker.
I would text you, however, my phone is.
I would text you, but I can't. So I'm emailing the fact that you're a cocksucker.
Ask for their phone number.
Yeah.
Can we have your phone number so we can
I'll
try this?
literally call it if you ask for it. I'll call it right now.
Well, that would be fun, right? Live on.
I'll totally do it.
I'd pay to see that. As long as it's quickly because I'm tired.
Me too.
Well, while we wait for a response, I'm going to give you my.
Let's
I
say,
have
my
more.
friend wants your phone number. We want to have a joint call.
We're all gonna masturbate to your picture at the same time.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there too.
We'd rather masturbate to the sound of your voice, as one does.
We're all gonna
It just
masturbate
keeps getting
to
darker and darker.
your pick live.
All right,
Probably
subject.
Probably
Subject.
some fat douchebag.
Probably.
Some
Uh,
dude in his basement.
I'm in my office, which doesn't have a proper chair. I am on some like bar stool thing that we bought for we have one of those kitchen counters that has a raised.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I got a huffy emoji. I guess
Huffy.
you can't see that. Yeah.
Oh, I saw
Blowing
it.
smoke out their nostrils.
Oh, like
Sec-
they're annoyed.
Oh, second screenshot it says. Oh, I bet it's beautiful. Fucking
This is
dick
poopy.
bag. Who the fuck is this piece of shit?
all right. So I'm emailing him. I said, hey, you are inbred and stupid. Please let me know if you want to chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
The subject is fun.
You're like, I have a large erect penis that needs to be sucked. Fuck you.
So what's going to be funny is when he shows Amber later, and she's like, "Oh my God, that's my boss!" You know, like
Yeah.
Send him a screenshot of David Bowie's penis from Labyrinth.
there you go. I think it has a IMDb credit. His penis.
Secret.
I think it does.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to give you my last one, and then I think I'm going to
Okay.
cut out. So, and I actually just thought of it now, even though I have others on my list, but it's one we've talked about in the past, but it is a favorite. And now I just forgot what it's called. Late Phases, Night of the Wolf, about the veteran who's the blind veteran who gets put in like a retirement community, and
Oh
people keep
yeah.
getting picked off.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
liked this movie.
oh yeah.
I like this movie a lot. This is one of my top 5 favorite werewolf movies.
Oh, I should send this
Yeah.
person the link.
You should. You should.
Let me see.
Yeah, I've seen this. I really like this. This is a good werewolf movie.
Yeah. And he's just, I mean, the main actor. I don't know him from anything else, but he was great as like a really obnoxious, grizzled old man.
Yeah, they were like,
Um,
beat Tom Atkins.
Ethan Embry plays his son. I don't remember
Ooh,
Lance
I love
Guest
Ethan
being
Embry.
in this movie. Now I feel like I gotta go back and watch it again. Maybe he was the bus driver. I don't remember.
To me,
Oh,
that
but he's
movie
done
would
it
have been
before.
more awesome with Tom Atkins, and it should have been him.
Every movie is awesome with
They
Tom.
couldn't afford him.
They couldn't afford him. I don't know. He might have been too distracting. Being Tom
Nah,
Hanks.
he's so
Yeah.
old at this point.
Well, he'd only be distracting if he shaved his mustache like in The Fog.
Oh God, that annoyed the fuck out of me.
Tom
Or
Atkins'
Creepshow.
mustache.
I'm like,
is
who
what
the
they
fuck
would-
is this? Kind of looks like Tom Atkins, but it's not.
Oh, Tom Noonan's in this movie. Tina Louise is in this movie. Why don't I remember that?
Jeez.
When's the last time you saw Tina Louise do anything?
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah. And obviously this movie, she must have been one of the ladies in the home, but I don't remember. Now I got to go back and watch it. Dana Ashbrook from Twin Peaks. There's a lot of people in this one. So that is my pick. And that is my story. Did they answer you, Clint, about any?
No, they stopped. I don't know why.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wah-wah.
I have an idea, but who gives a shit? Fuck them.
You think you know it is?
No, not really, but
Oh,
kind of.
Did he used to host Hangouts?
No, no. That guy wouldn't waste his fucking time. Yeah. Oh, I got a response. I said, I'm talking about this entire thing on a live stream right now and laughing my ass off. Have a great night. They said, wow.
Wow.
Oh, boy. That was amazing. Enjoy your live.
You're live?
Yeah, I'm just going to say,
Well, we are. We are live.
go fuck yourself.
Please and thank you.
Winking emoji.
All right. Well, if you ever find out who it is, let me know. I sent them an email, but they haven't got
will.
back to me.
Fantastic.
That's
Sounds great to
awesome.
me.
Where did you put it in the chat? Because I can't.
Yeah. Just the
Yeah,
email address.
yeah, that's all it was.
Oh, right there. Duh. Okay. I think I can text that. I'm going to try. All right, guys.
All right.
Have a
All right.
wonderful
Love you
night.
guys. I'm out of here. I'm
All right.
really tired.
All right.
Good
Have a good night,
night.
buddy.
Happy birthday.
Have a
Have
good
a
one.
great
Thank you.
Love you.
For another half hour, Adam. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, Abby. Love you too.
No, I'm already 45. That was yesterday. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh, it's amazing. So sorry I derailed that whole thing.
That was amazing.
Oh, it's funny.
Anything else you guys want to add, or are you good?
The only other movie I was going to bring up real quick was The Langoliers.
The Langoliers? Oh, okay.
Because you get the blind girl who uses her sixth sense ability to find out that
And
Balky from
sound.
Perfect Strangers is an asshole.
Uses the sixth sense for that. Oh, that's fantastic.
The
There you
only
go.
other ones I had was The Invisible Man, and I was thinking the more recent one that was made with what's her face? I can't think of her name.
Oh, the girl from oh my god, she was in that.
Mhm. She was in
Everybody
the
was talking
kitchen.
about it. It Follows, right?
No,
It's not her. Oh shit.
no, Jesus Christ. I hate not having a brain anymore.
Word. Looking it up right now.
She was in The Kitchen with Melissa McCarthy. She was in that
Elizabeth
show.
Moss.
Thank you, Elizabeth Moss. Which I didn't like the first time I saw it, but then it kind of grew on me. Hollow Man was another one I had.
Kevin
Jurassic-
Bacon's Hollow Dong.
What's that, babe?
Kevin Bacon's Hollow Dong.
Yes. Jurassic Park, the T-Rex's site
Mm,
had to move. And Hannibal.
Hannibal.
When the one thing, hang on one second. So sorry about that.
That's okay.
What was I talking about? Hannibal. The scene where she gets the letter from him and she takes it to like these perfume experts and they're smelling the letter and they can tell her
Oh,
exactly what's in it, which I thought was just fucking fascinating that somebody would have a sense of smell that good.
Yeah.
And now I have to watch that perfume movie.
Yes. Ambergris.
Yes. Yes. That's so creepy.
Yeah.
And 13 Ghosts, touch and sight, but I was
And
thinking
sight.
touch with Matthew Lillard when he touches people and he can feel,
Hmm.
you know, and that's it.
Yeah. Wow, that struck a memory. Yeah, you mentioned Hannibal, and you mentioned the cream that they were having the like perfume experts like smell, and
Diagnosis.
they were telling you like what they could detect in it, and that was the one thing that I can remember is that they said ambergris, but I recall that going all the way back to reading the book Moby Dick. Ambergris is actually a byproduct of a whale.
Mm-hmm. There's a
and-
whole Bob's Burgers episode about it.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, that's why I know what it is.
Okay. Yeah. It's almost like a deposit like in their throat that they cough up.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
basically
mean?
like a tonsil, like a one of those tonsil stones, but from a
Yeah,
whale.
it's like if a whale hawked a loogie and it washed up on shore. That's ambergris.
It's crazy expensive. Like if you find ambergris, you're loaded.
Holy fuck. Yeah, exactly. You could sell that for like more than what gold is worth. Apparently.
The fact that you said you remember it from Moby Dick, and then there was a Bob's Burgers episode.
Yeah, how about it?
I love you guys so much.
It's the same.
I'm
61
not
half a
being
dozen of
critical. I
another.
just think it's fucking funny. Sorry.
That is funny.
If there was ever that perfectly describes the kind of people we are. You're quoting Moby Dick.
That
And
were
I'm like,
that
yeah, there was a Bob's
different.
Burgers episode.
Yep. Oh my god, I didn't even know what it was until you guys just told me.
Yeah, it's like a big lumpy deposit. It's like almost like a yellowish gold color,
Mucus. It's basically whale mucus.
but it's like
Yeah.
waxy.
That's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah, it's like if you like cough something up off of your tonsils or something. That's about what it is for a whale.
I don't have
So
those. So
gross.
Oh, yeah, well, all right. Lucky you.
I guess.
I guess. Ah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Is that as far as we're going?
I've literally got nothing left.
I have
Langoliers
nothing
was
left.
my.
Yeah,
What's
I've
the
just
term?
got some bullshit left. I put Motel Hell on there for taste
Oh yeah.
because of the of all of the meats.
But he used preservatives.
I guess you could
True.
do like Green Inferno or Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah.
That's true. You could do that. I did see those on lists, but I didn't put them on there. I did include Friday the 13th Vengeance because of him encountering Jason in the middle of the road. Louis Carlisle encountered Jason in the middle of the road, and he goes, "Jesus Christ, you smell like a goat queef on a pair of hillbilly balls." So you know that Jason Voorhees
He
smells.
fucked a goat.
Yeah, exactly. I put the Book of Eli in there because of course he's blind.
Blind. Yeah.
And I put Dancer in the Dark again because still I feel like I'm the only person who's seen that movie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a Bjork movie.
Still don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Bjork is in it, and she's a blind woman who has a degenerative eye disease, and she's trying to prevent her son from having the same fate. So that she's trying to earn enough money to get him an operation to prevent him from going blind, because apparently she finds out that you can do that. She can't come up with the money fast enough. She takes a loan from somebody that she knows, and they turn out to be a complete shitbag. Things transpire. She ends up killing the guy that she borrowed the money from, and going to make the deposit on the operation for her son, just in time before she gets arrested. And then, of course, she gets put on trial and convicted and sentenced to death. So it's actually a really good movie. And the fact that Bjork is in it has really nothing to do with it, other than the fact that she's in it. It's just a good movie. So if you get a chance to check it out, I recommend it.
Bjork is spelled with a J.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bjork. Yep. She's from Iceland. They spell shit weird.
Bjork.
Yeah. So, but she is a singer, and that is part of the story.
Yeah, I'm looking at her song list here. I don't recognize any of these.
Yeah.
Weird.
I couldn't.
Probably her most famous song is called "Army of Me."
Yeah, that's her number. That's what's number one on this list.
Yeah. But yeah, she wasn't super huge in the States. But
she wore the swan dress.
Yeah, made out of paper.
Oh,
She wore a dress literally made out of paper.
okay. I know who that is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's really talented, even though she's weird.
Feel that could be said for a lot of people.
Yeah, and that truly is a good movie. So if at any point you're looking for something to watch, and you're looking for something a little bit like artsy and inspiring, go ahead and check out Dancer in the Dark, because that's a pretty good movie. So that's all I got.
That's all I got.
So thank you for joining me for the Five Senses, and thank you for laughing with me at this fucking idiot who thinks that they can blackmail me over a fucking screenshot. And I say, hey, enjoy all the Five Senses that you have, and if you're trying to blackmail somebody, go fuck yourself. Have a good night.
You too.